gamers and everybody, and, well, I guess the gamers is everybody. You know what? This is a great intro. Welcome to the 4th episode of Campaign 2 of Speedrunners and Dragons, the show where I lead your favorite speedrunners on a daring adventure through a dastardly tabletop world of my creation. What a wonderful introduction that I have not botched until just now. My name is Adef, and I'll be your Dungeon Master tonight. Joining us, as always, are Danny B, Dangers, the Blacktastic, DGR Dave, Kung Fu Fruit Cup, and Fant TV. Every other Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern here on twitch.tv/adef. The 6 of them will be traveling around the lands found in the Lyception Ocean, attempting to learn its secrets and save the world. Just a brief announcement. We have, just like last time, we've got the 5 boys starting today. And then we'll likely have Fu joining us a little bit later. She had a small little family emergency type deal today, so she might just be joining us a bit late. But I'm sure you all will welcome her with open arms when she gets here, as is the customary ADEF channel way. We're welcoming is what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way. But let's get into the recap, shall we? So we'll go to the map, and of course it's been 3 weeks, so I understand that we need a little bit of a refresher. So last time on Speedrunners and Dragons, our players opened their eyes atop the mound, now awoken to their own brink abilities. After Steven, our friend in a suit, explained more to the party about the brink and its many intricacies and unknowns, he asked them what they were doing next. After hearing about their grand mission to save the world, Steven said he would visit the other major brink energy areas in each country, as he had already planned. He said he'd leave behind some kind of message for them at the site found in the middle of the Ness Lake. That's in Railrodian, which is where our party's headed next. And the gang and Steven went their separate ways. Our heroes journeyed to Solepsis and snuck around this small agricultural town with Daneth on the rooftops in order to try to rescue the girl they had seen being abducted earlier. In a semi-coordinated search and rescue, and after Varel was the first to reveal his brink, the party managed to rescue the girl from within the office of the leader of the ABC. Whilst escaping from him, this man used his brink Intelligent Design to seemingly pull weapons out of surfaces that he touched. He then shouted that the Anti-Brink Coalition, ABC, now had it out for our heroes. The group rightfully then turned around and probed why he was using the brink if he hated it so much, and this now dumbfounded and injured leader of the ABC sort of just, floundered a little bit and just watched them escape and fired some arrows off, not really able to answer much. They then escaped into the only readily available cover, the Salstroke Forest, in which they had previously battled devious tree-like monsters. Hadak had a heart-to-heart with the girl, whose name turned out to be Salarinia. Evidently, her family had put her forward to be the offering for Salstroke this year. Hadak revealed that he, too, was once an offering for Castash, but someone volunteered to go in his stead. After speaking with the girl about some of the intricacies of the selection process in Salstroke, Alencia sensed that something was amiss and recommended that the party move forward. She began to feel that something evil was following them through the woods. Upon clearing the woods, they encountered a massive tree that no one really remembered being there. It was in this big clearing in between them and Velerhent. Upon inspecting it, it came alive and began to attack. We saw many of our heroes use their brinks for the very first time. Everyone except for Daneth and Hadak, that is, who we still have yet to see. In the heat of battle, Hadak was about to be attacked by a spawned little evil treeling thing, and Salarinia, the rescued girl, who had taken a liking to Hadak, which I totally predicted, by the way, Gentle Giant style. I knew it was coming. I was just like, somebody's gonna warm up to this girl, and it's gonna be Hadak, and it just beautifully all worked out. She stepped out from her hiding place by the tree line and yelled out to Hadak and the monster instantly died. Brink energy had poured from her and some kind of ability, and she instantly fell unconscious. The team defeated the beast, revealing that the spirit of the forest, a peculiar white fox-looking creature with 6 legs and no eyes, had been trapped inside this ancient beast. It scampered off to heal the forest, creating flowers in its tracks. Hadak carried the girl as our heroes traveled back to Velerhent, the capital of Salstroke. Upon meeting with Queen Katya I, she seemed to be on board with the team's cause and believed that the gods had been relatively too quiet for too long now. And if you'll remember the lorddom from episode 1, she and her family have a storied hatred of the gods. And she agreed to help them, assuming they managed to convince the other world leaders. She also revealed her brink ability. She said, "Go away," to transport her butler out of the room and eventually our party out to the docks. There were many more nuances to this conversation. It was quite long. But if you want those spicy details, go watch the episode on our YouTube, you dingus. YouTube.com/SpeedrunnersDragons. Okay, then our heroes set sail with Aurello, our beautiful friend, aboard his ship, the Golden Razor. And not long after setting sail for Railrodian, Aurello noticed that the Golden Razor was being converged on by a group of pirates. Welcome to Episode 4 of Campaign 2 of Speedrunners and Dragons. Okay. We're here.
Okay.
I have a dry mouth already.
Good recap. Good recap.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fant is being burned by the sun.
Is it too bright?
No, it looks good, but it's gonna heat you up because if I saw that correctly being set up, that was just like a fluorescent light bulb.
That is correct.
Okay. Very well.
It's far enough away. It'll be fine.
So, like I said,
it did look a bit like you were being abducted by aliens.
Yes,
as well.
It's true. Fant is, not to ruin the bit, but Fant is wanting to be in a different location for every episode. Not only a different location, but currently he's been in a different state for every episode so far.
Every single time. It's not intentional, by the way. It just happens.
Also, as I said earlier, Fu will be a little bit late this evening. She had to deal with some family stuff, but like I said, we will welcome her when she gets here. We'll probably throw to a little break to take care of that, just like last time. But boys, if you're ready, we can set this thing off. And I suppose, I mean, we really just gotta get some swashbuckling pirate music going, baby.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so you all are on the ship, right? And you're kind of hanging out with Steven, or pardon me, Aurello. These are two very different characters, but they're my two faves so far. So, anyway, you're hanging out with him, and he yells that there are pirates, right? And these ships are converging, and it's like not an armada exactly, but it is several large ships, and they're fast. Not as fast as the prized Golden Razor, of course, but Aurello is sort of like running to different parts of the ship, and he's unfurling this and uncutting that. And he's like, and sort of waves start to crash into the ship, and the ship begins to rock a little bit, and sea spray starts hitting you in the face, and he's like, yeah, prepare for battle, I guess? And he, like, pulls a scimitar type thing, like just a big swashbuckling knife, from, like, a holster down by his hips. And he's, like, cutting various ropes and letting things loose to try to speed up the ship. What's your plan? They're coming from, so you are, you're traveling, if you look at the map, ! Map, I should put that in the description of the YouTube as well. But when you are, traveling towards Railrodian, that's heading east, right? So on the northern side, or port side, that they're sort of converging around the God's Wall towards you. And you can fully see the God's Wall. It's like this epic scenery. You're in the middle of the ocean, and the God's Wall is impending, maybe 20 miles to your north, and these boats are just converging on your location. There's maybe like 5 of them right now. And this first ship is getting quite close. What's the game plan? Also, Fu is, Valencia is asleep in the crow's nest, bathing in the sun. Living her best life.
None the wiser to the current situation.
Correct.
Give me a rundown on naval technology in this world. We got cannons. What kind of what are we looking at?
That's the same thing. Do we have onboard weapons that we could?
So when the green lightning flashes, that means that Davy Jones is coming, and yeah, there's oh my God, Bobby. Yeah, so there are not cannons on the Golden Razor, because it is this like lightning fast ship, right? It is not small exactly, but it's not robust. And it, in interest of speed, it's stripped bare. But there are certainly, from the crow's nest, it is a big mast. So you definitely can climb up the crow's nest ladder. You can be out on the wings of the sail if you really wanted to be. Other than that, it's just kind of your standard ship. There aren't really any amenities when it comes to battle, but it looks like perhaps there are some kind of magical cannon things, because I don't know if gunpowder exists in this universe. But
Catapults,
what?
Stuff like that. Catapults, maybe?
Yeah, they're like primitive, sort of magic-powered. We'll go with magic-powered cannon-type deals on some of the other ships. And some of them are smaller. Some of these pirate ships are like tiny little dinghies that are just hurling at you to try to get to you faster. That's sort of the... I don't think they're going to have a trebuchet on a pirate ship. I think that might be a little much. But, yes.
How awesome would that be, though?
Pretty sick. But yeah, that's sort of what you're looking at.
Okay, and you said there's one boat quickly approaching us. Do you know about how far out we're talking?
You've got like a minute until it reaches you.
And you said we have some sort of catapult, but it's primitive?
No, only the other ships have stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're left to our own devices. So I think I'm probably gonna want to take point high up, get some better range with my bow.
Sure.
So target to see. So
you can definitely
what I'm gonna
climb the ladder up to the crow's nest, and you've got a great vantage point.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep Valencia company. Up there.
Great. Yeah, she's chilling.
I call out to Arello and I say, if we steer south, is the wind favorable to outrun them?
He says, the wind's always favorable on the Golden Razor, my friend. And he runs to the mast and just and catches the thing, and it starts hard to starboard. And he didn't even think about your plan. He's just in. And he starts to turn, and the other ships are sort of trying to catch up to you.
Are they closing?
Yes.
Okay.
The turn has given them a little bit of a leg up on you. At least initially.
Okay. I gotta talk to Rello's. I thought this was supposed to be one of the fastest ships on the sea. What's going on, Orello?
Not one of.
They're gaining?
It is the fastest ship
Why
on
are
the
they
sea.
gaining?
Well, because they're in a small ship. When I say fastest ship, I mean fastest ship of comparable size. I'm not talking
You could have let us know that initially.
Okay,
then.
well, I didn't know I had to qualify it. I'm just trying to say a cool thing so that I sound cool, because I am cool. Shut up, I don't have to talk to you. And he just gives you the side eye, and he's just steering the ship.
We could lighten the load. We could throw Daneth off.
Arella's like, that's a great idea. So before you know it, the first ship is on you, and they're swinging this rope thing. There's two little pirate guys and one guy, two little pirate guys. There's two pirates on the ship, and there's a third one that's piloting. And he's sort of yelling commands at them, and then one of them throws this rope thing, and it catches onto one of the rungs of the deck thing. Balcony type?
The gun whale?
Maybe. And they start climbing towards you.
I would like to draw my rapier and try and slice the rope off.
Yeah, sure. Roll roll dexterity.
Does a 13 do it?
So you find what you think looks like a good fray in the rope to start cutting at. This has clearly been used, and none of you are unawares of the world. You have all existed in the world for some time at least, and you do know that there is a pirate presence in the Lyception Ocean. I mean, for God's sake, I'll pull up the map real quick for everybody. There's a whole ass place. Pirates Haven in the Dragon's Archipelago is not part of the province of Dwome, right? Dwome doesn't own jurisdiction over that archipelago. That is strictly under orders of the Pirate King. And you all know this. So there are pirates. So these guys get around the sea. and you're able to, you're cutting away at it, and you're able to just fray it in time, and they fall down, both of them into the ocean, and that guy turns and he starts to sail away, and then 2 more medium-sized ships are coming in, and they're on your 6. But it looks like you were gaining distance on them. And then basically Aurelio's like, he's turning around, he's looking back, and then he just does a double take, and he's like, oh, that's bad. And there are archers on 2 of the ships, and they're drawing, and then they, they loose their short bows, and arrows start coming in. Elion, does a 14 hit you?
14. Tie goes to defending me, right?
Tie goes to the attacker.
Okay, then they hit.
You take 3 damage. An arrow pierces you in the leg. Or rather, it slices by you. This isn't the kind of song that I want.
So these boats that are coming up behind us.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
How far away are these boats?
You've got like maybe 50 meters. So like it's like 120, 130 feet.
Okay. Are they close to each other, these boats? Like
they're like 30 feet apart from each other.
Okay.
Do we see how many people are on each boat? Is it like one person on one boat? Is it like a...
No, they're like
squadron?
mid-sized vessels. A little bit smaller than the Golden Razor, but they're crewed by like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Can I try and shoot with my longbow the captain who's steering the
Yeah, sure.
ship?
Your range is 120 feet, right? Or is that with disadvantage?
It says I have 150 feet.
Longbow.
That must be the disadvantage.
It's 150 over 600, I think.
It's 150 over
yes.
600?
Yeah, longbow's 150, 600.
Okay, so you'll roll with disadvantage over this distance.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, wait, 150 over 600.
Yeah.
Oh,
150
no,
should
you're
be
rolling
fine.
with normal roll. Normal roll.
Okay.
Pardon me.
I'm seeing him drawing his bow. I'm gonna walk over and suggest that he just shoots the hull of the ship, kind of near the captain.
Okay.
And I put my hand on the arrow that he has knocked, and I cast darkness on it.
Oh, cool. Ooh. Man, Varel's just doing all the stuff that Lucius used to do.
Yeah. The callback, baby.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna cast it right now. I'm gonna
obviously.
I'm gonna cast it like right as he's about to shoot. So like I tell him take aim.
Yeah, take aim. Yeah, first. Yeah.
Does a 20?
Yeah,
hit?
that'll do it. You're just trying to hit the ship, so yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. So we shoot on a countdown, and I cast it right as he releases the arrow.
Okay, and right as he's letting his fingers off the drawstring, you touch it, and everything goes black for everybody on like the back half of the ship instantly on your ship. But the arrow looses, and as it flies, the darkness moves as a sphere with it, and it lands on the ship, and you just hear, oh, there's like commotion, and they're like not sure what's going on. What's the radius?
15-foot radius sphere, so 30 feet.
Okay.
It's in diameter.
Yeah, so the captain is sort of like, you can see the bottom of the ship and the water it's creating, but you can't see past the sphere, obviously. Because if I'm not mistaken, dark vision does not help with this spell.
It does not. You can't see through this.
So it's just like pure occlusion.
Yeah.
And as he's turning the ship, he sort of turns a little too far to the left, and the guys on the other ship are like, hey, 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 hey! And then they're sort of like getting close to each other, and they crash into each other. And as the ship is coming down, they're like both sinking a little bit. And as you're looking over at the far right ship, and the arrow sort of now like gets picked up, I guess, and this guy throws it into the ocean, and you just see this blackness sink into the ocean. as the two ships are sinking a little bit, you see this guy, you see like a figure on the ship that was hit. Not the ship that was hit by the arrow, but the one that was on the receiving end of the collision. And crewmates are being killed. There's like a slice and like one by one these crewmates are falling, and then the captain draws his sword and he's sword fighting with someone and then gets bested and stabbed through the chest and he just gets thrown off the ship. And you see this like figure who looks like something.
That look like the guy that's behind Bobby right now.
Yeah, it's King K. Rool.
Prize fighter K. Rool.
Boxing gloves and all.
Fu is actually ready. So we can actually throw to a break really quick and leave you on this cliffhanger for like 90 seconds. Okay,
I need
gamers,
more coffee,
don't go
guys.
anywhere. You're gonna find out who this mystery man is in like a minute. Don't go away. Okay, we back. Okay, we back.
We
Gamers, welcome Kung Fu Fruit Cup. Valencia is here. Can we get some I don't know, what emote is appropriate?
Show your favorite cat emote.
Just wave.
Your
Oh,
favorite
cat.
cat emote.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the emoji of a cat.
Perfect.
Okay, excellent. Fu is super quiet. I can fix that.
Super quiet.
I got
Oh,
it.
You fixed it? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because I typically have you lower on your mic in your place, so.
Oh yeah, because this is a different mic. Yes. Hi.
Okay, great. All right, so let's get that song
Making it
back.
hard
that
for
we just
ADEF.
had. No, I got it, baby. We're on the fly. Speedrunners and Dragons is nothing if not a show that is all over the place. In the very first ever episode of Speedrunners and Dragons, not to derail too much, my computer blue screened like an hour in, and
Files.
we did
All
the
because
rest.
we decided to read the menu.
They were reading the menu at a restaurant, and it blue screened my computer, and we did the rest of the episode with no webcams. So
Perfect.
that's why I built a new PC last year, basically just for this. Anyway, okay, so this guy, this like shadowy figure who is wearing he has like a pointed cap, like a almost like the Bloodborne hat, or like a colonialist hat, I guess. colonial, not colonialist, the colonial hat. And though it was worn by colonialists. Anyway, and he's wearing, like, these glasses, or no, that's a different character, sorry. He's wearing night blue garments and a pointed cap. And he sort of stabs this guy through the chest, right, the captain of this ship, and throws him off the off board. And then he turns this catapult, winches it, puts himself into the thing, and then slices at the rope, and boom, and he flies and then lands and grabs onto your ship and hoists himself over. And now you have like a proper view of this guy. He has a mask covering his nose and mouth, and he's got like, again, this like black pointed cap and these midnight blue garments. And Bobby, how many images of King K. Rool do you have?
A lot. Enough to blue screen a computer.
Not yet. Not yet. And yes, so this guy is now here. And you're sort of, you know, Aurelio's like, can I help you? Because, like, he saw this whole thing, right? And he killed the enemy. And then this individual pulls out these two scimitars and sharpens them one on one another. And then he's like, oh, what is his accent? Hold on, everybody's got one.
I do Captain Grievous.
General Kenobi! Hello there. No, he says, est-ce que tu prêt? Everybody ready for your first proper brink battle? And then he sort of spins his scimitars in his hands and then takes a stance like this with his scimitars, and everybody roll initiative.
Oh, I don't have my die today. I'm so sad.
Oh no!
Oh,
Alright, give me 1 second here.
pull it up.
I'm just gonna bully yellow. How the do they keep finding us? It's a real
I guess I
question.
Maybe the brink energy acts like a beacon.
This dude murdered a whole ship just to use their catapult.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Look,
My goal is-
my characters that I write are nothing if not flamboyantly insane. Elion,
13.
Valencia,
9.
9, Hadak.
I just
18?
woke up.
Oh, right, right. I guess Daneth, like, jostles you awake or something, and you're like,
Yeah.
what? So you're here now?
I was like, fish? Hello, fish?
Yeah, exactly. Daneth,
15.
Varel.
17.
Okay. Hadak, you're up first.
Oh, I do not know what this guy is all about, but I do know that I must protect the people around me. So at a second spell level, I am going to cast the absolute blessiest of blessums, targeting Daneth, Jader, L, and Varel. So y'all have again the plus 1d4 to your attack rolls or your saving throws. So there you go.
Thank you.
And it's
What
a
is,
one-time use, right? You just get to use
No,
that second
you can
thing.
use
No,
it for a
10
full
turns.
minute, so 10 turns.
Yeah.
What does
Oh,
it
yeah.
do as a second level spell slot as opposed to first?
I can target an additional person.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I thought it was 4v3. Yeah.
Sweet.
Adef, did you ask my initiative, by the way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remind him though. What was it?
It was a
It was
7.
between 1 and 20.
It was a 7.
What do you think? Jader's going last as you.
Somehow I'm still slower than L, who just woke up.
Cats are quick on their feet once they're up.
Yeah, exactly. Hadak, what else?
I'm gonna plant myself front and center. I don't
Let's
like
go.
this guy.
Let's go, baby. The length of the golden razor, by the way, it's like maybe like 30 feet by like 12 feet or 15 feet at its middle, like 15
Sure.
feet wide at the center.
Sure.
And maybe a little bit wider, and he's at the middle on the side, on the port side, just inside the whatever Fant called it.
Okay, so I'll be at the middle, but I'll turn to face him.
Great.
As if to, like, draw flak.
Sure.
So yeah, no, I'm my turn.
Excellent. Veryl.
Okay. I'm gonna say Jader and I were probably at the back of the ship trying to shoot at the people who are coming up behind us.
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm gonna run right up to this guy, get within quarterstaff range.
Cool stuff.
And I rolled a 21 to hit. Cool. And I get attacked twice now, because that is what you do when you are level 5. So the first one does 11 damage. And so just let me get a quick handle on how monks work when you attack twice. Whenever I attack, I can punch someone, right? So does that mean I can just punch someone twice?
What? So you're asking if you get your
Okay, so wait. So my unarmed strike is a bonus action.
Okay.
So I can only do that once after I attack twice
Yes,
with my weapon.
I think so.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd be even more broken than you already are.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack twice with the quarterstaff. That is a 23.
That's a hit.
My second quarterstaff hit is 8 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna just punch him. And
Okay.
that is a unarmed strike. So also a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
And I don't have my d6, so I'm gonna do the d12 thing. That is a 4, so 2 was 7 damage from the punch.
Jesus.
Nice.
Okay. Do you have
Yeah.
fun? You just did 36 damage.
Did I?
No, sorry, 26. 26.
I had fun.
I do play a Ragnarok online. Calm the down.
Who has the bless, by the way, just out of curiosity, so I remember?
Veryl, L, Daneth, and Jader.
Okay.
Everybody except me
And me.
and yourself. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Daneth, it's all you.
All right. Well, I'm up in the crow's nest. So, I'm not exactly in melee range here, nor do I want to be until I find out what's going on. So, I just, got this awesome new spell that, I think Daneth wants to break out up here because, this be neat seeing coming from the crow's nest. So I am going to use Lightning Arrow, a 2nd level spell. And where was it? Oh shoot, I messed it up. That's a 3rd level spell. I'm stupid. That is not a level 2 spell. So instead, what I'm going to do.
Classic
is,
Daneth, dude.
What I'm going to do is.
I want to know how this goes down in universe. You start casting the spell, and wait, I don't know that spell.
Looks around, make sure Valencia's not looking.
So let me finish.
Instead, what I'm going to do is use a level 1 spell. Well, I guess first I need to make sure this attack hits. Actually, no, I could just do this right now. It's just going to be my next attack. So I'm going to do Hail of Thorns, which, if I understand this correctly, is the next creature I hit with a ranged weapon. And in addition to the normal effect of the attack, it will hit the creature within 5 feet. It must make a dex saving throw, and it takes an additional 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, great.
So we're
Roll
going
a
to do
hit.
that, and I'm going to roll 2 hits.
Hey, Fan, just to let you know, just because we went over this with Fu just earlier, you can cast that as a 2nd level spell also if you want, and it does 2d10 damage.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, you can have your pick with that
level
spell.
2 right now. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I rolled a. Let's see, 17 base plus.
It's a hit.
23. Yeah, so 23 total. So now my bow Aelion is a 1d8 plus 3. So I'm going to roll that. That is an 8, so 11 damage from that.
Nice.
And then
I roll a
I
dex
have to make a
save.
dex save.
Against your spellcasting modifier, I'm guessing.
Let me see exactly. Just says make a dexterity saving throw in the rules.
Probably.
What's your spell save DC on your spell sheet?
12.
That'll be what. Yeah.
He
Where do you
succeeds.
see that? Spell
Okay.
save DC, because I just read that in something I was looking at.
Your class
Should be right above your
has-
spells.
Yeah, your class has like a.
Oh,
sort of
I see
calculation.
it. Okay, cool. Thank you.
He succeeds heartily. So,
Gosh, dang it.
do you want me to roll the 2d10s, or do you want to?
I guess you roll the 2d10s.
Great, and then
It'll
I'll
be-
have it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like doing it at a 1st level.
Yep.
That is 8 plus 4 is 12, divided by 2 is 6.
So that's 17 total damage.
Bada bing, bada boom. So basically, in the span of like 2 seconds, this massive dude shows up, blesses everyone, then some guy runs up, and then just from above, just. So this dude, just in the span of 2 seconds, took 43 damage. So that's fun.
Can I make a response?
Yeah.
After I see Daneth make their shot, I have a little bit of information about things.
You do.
So I go, Daneth, that was a pretty impressive shot. What do you guys think?
It was okay.
I liked it.
Me too. It was very good. Good job, Daneth.
Thank you, Elion. I yell from the top, and I just like sound all confident.
Oh, I love that only Twitch chat, Dangers, Fant, and me know what any of that means.
Question, Fant, does that hail of thorns do damage to everyone within 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
It
I'm
must.
definitely in melee range.
I may have looked at an oversight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
Each
is-
creature within 5 feet.
Yeah, Daneth likes to hurt his teammates.
Yeah, Daneth doesn't mind hurting his own teammates. A little
It was
bit.
6, right? 6
Uh,
damage?
We need to make a DC 12 Dex save throw.
Oh,
He
true.
does it- He does it for the flare.
And you get D4 bless as well.
Ah, true.
Oh yeah.
Look at
Oh,
that.
you do.
Sometimes I remember things.
Yeah, I succeed. My base roll is 13 already.
Okay, yeah, you
right.
succeed. So you take 6 damage. So Varel said it was cool, even though he got hit, so that's nice.
He also suggested making it a level 2 spell so that he would
That's
take more
true.
damage.
That's true.
That's true.
That's
Barely, you
true.
could have said it was cool, but like, yeah, it was cool.
That was great. That was really good.
Thanks.
I have paper cuts all over my body.
Yeah.
Great. So that was Daneth. So up next is Elion.
Oui. So, having just been struck by an arrow, I decide to use that to my advantage, and I'm going to use my turn to cast the brink. It's happening. Oh my god.
Let's go.
And so, very quietly, I say, I think it's time for a little foul play.
And as he says foul play, the energy around him assimilates.
And
The
in
bird.
front of me, little songbird, and that's my action, of course. But the songbird himself has a turn.
Yes.
And so they are going to fly over. How far away would you say our interesting thing is?
From you, maybe 15 feet max.
Great. So probably has enough movement speed to go there, land, and come back.
Yes.
So that's what it's going to do on its turn.
Okay, it flies and it's like tweeting along, and then it lands gracefully on his shoulder, and he bats at it, and it flies back, and it lands back on your shoulder. And I guess you just get to know now, right?
I sure do.
Okay, everybody else deafen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I tell you his name as well, right? Isn't that part of it? Or is it not?
Let's have a little look-see here. If the bird is touching someone, can learn that person's brink's name and abilities. The
Okay.
brink's name.
Okay. The brink is called Blade Time. Blade Time allows him for a few turns to attack 5 times per turn, and he uses his blades to bend space-time around himself to be able to move incredibly more quickly than he should be able and attack many times. He is essentially warping time into almost like a knife's edge around himself. And he moves very quickly, attacks very quickly for a short period of time.
Okay.
Cool?
I guess we get a pretty yeah.
All right.
Come on back. Come on back. Did
Danny, Bobby.
Come on, that was the clearest. That was the clearest message of all. Yeah.
Hi, yes, hi, we're back. Hello.
Hi.
I was watching the stream feed. I was a little bit late.
Danny.
Yeah.
Dude, Danny has no idea.
Danny.
We're just all just waiting.
There we go.
Hi.
Yeah.
He's back. Okay, that's your turn, Elion, right?
Yes. Well, actually, I'm going to do a bonus action too.
Okay.
But upon learning this information, I kind of turn to my team and I say, be careful. He's much faster than he looks. And then as a bonus action, I am going to cast Mantle of Inspiration. It allows me to weave a song of fey magic and imbue my allies with vigor and speed. As a bonus action, I can expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to grant myself a wondrous appearance. And I can choose as many creatures as I can see with my Charisma modifier. So basically everybody in my party right now, and you all gain, because I'm level 5, 8 temporary hit points.
Wow.
You can use your
In
reaction
addition to the ones we had from last time, or no?
No, it
No.
caps at 8. So if you had like 5 left, you're up at 8 now.
Okay, cool.
And you can use a reaction right now at this second to move your movement speed if you want.
I will do that.
Yeah, you don't want to be around next time I rain a hail of thorns.
So like L, for example, you could come down from the crow's nest with your movement speed to start if you wanted or something. I don't know. There's options.
Yeah, no, I thought about it. I'm good.
You vibing? All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna move
yeah,
half
I like this crow's nest.
I'm gonna move half the boat length away from this guy. So,
Run
like,
before Daneth decides to shoot again.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna move to be within 15 feet of this guy.
Okay.
Good distance. Good distance.
Jader.
I'm still in the back of the boat, right?
Yeah. You can
I'm
just
just
chill.
gonna stay. I'm gonna stay there for now.
Word. Is that
My
your turn,
charisma-
Elion?
Yeah, my charisma modifier is 6, so I can affect all of the party here, as well as, I forget the name of the captain of the ship.
Arello.
Arello as well.
Does it affect yourself?
I could, but I choose not to.
Arello's chilling. He's gonna chill at the mast. Somebody's got to be steering the ship.
Okay. But he gets 8 hit points as well.
Oh, sweet. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Up next is Valencia.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey. Hey.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. That's cool. All right. Anyway. I have new stuff I can do. I'm just seeing if any of it. I don't think that one of the new ones we got is gonna be any good for this, because well, no, it's fine. I will use Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's a bonus action.
So
Can I
you
do that
could
first?
just do that and then also do
Okay.
an action.
Great. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Hunter's Mark, and choose this guy. It
Word.
deals an extra 1d6 on every weapon attack until it dies. So
Okay. Great.
and it's for an hour, so we have plenty of time. Yeah, I think.
Is that just for you?
Just for her, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
it's just for me, unfortunately. It says also has advantage on perception and survival checks, but I don't think I need that right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to shoot him
Great.
with my longbow.
Sweet. Roll the hit,
Yeah.
and then add a d4 from Bless and the 6 from Hunter's Mark.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. That will be good. So I'll roll this one, and then the D4, and then the 6. There we go. I think that's the 6. No, that looks like an 8. That's an 8. That's wrong. There's a D6. And then I also add.
The attack bonus on your sheet.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. So all 3 of these plus my attack bonus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like a 24.
This is what campaigns when we start a higher level than usual.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's
24.
a hit. That's a hit.
Okay, great. Okay, let's roll now for all this stuff. Do I roll anything in addition for hits? Or no?
You'll just roll for damage. But you
Okay,
don't
and
you
then
don't
I
add
have
any.
I have
you
the
get
one
the 1d6 from Hunter's Mark.
No, that was for to hit, right?
No, Hunter's Mark
No,
is
It's
damage.
damage.
Oh,
Oh,
well
well,
then
then it's not. Then
well,
it's
Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit with a weapon attack.
Okay.
And you have
Yeah.
advantage on any wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival check.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
it
you would have hit anyway. Just so
yeah,
that's
it's like
fine.
a 19.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, cool. Okay. So then I'll roll. So then I roll the d6 and a d8 and a d4.
You don't get bless on the damage.
I have the Fey Wanderer psychic damage thing.
Great.
That's the d4. Yeah.
Sweet.
That's right.
Okay, so then let me get all this stuff. And then I gotta re-roll that. And then add my dex. Dex plus proficiency plus 2, right? Or is that for that's
Proficiency
No
is-
proficiency on damage.
That's the attack bonus, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. That should go in higher. So then, sorry, this is a lot.
It's okay.
So it'll be 12.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Sweet. You fire and catches him in the shoulder, and he rips the arrow out and throws it to the ground. Is that your turn?
I've already done
Hey,
that
Fu.
one section.
You can attack again.
Oh yeah, let's attack again because
Multi-attack.
Multi-attack.
I'm gonna shoot another bow.
Sure.
Or
Do
shoot
the
an
same
arrow.
thing again.
Great. It's easy the first time. Roll that plus that.
Varro's just shouting advice to everybody in the corner.
Attack and hurry! Okay, so it's just the 20 plus the 4.
D20 plus D4 plus whatever your attack bonus is.
Yeah. Okay, now it's only a 12.
12 total. That does not hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the second one goes by him and into the water.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, that should be fine.
Sweet. We'll go on to Jader.
All right. Elion, you say this man is fast. Well, let's see how fast he is against my longsword. I'm gonna get extra close with my longsword. Hey, I'm trying to amp it up here, okay?
You're killing it.
You're killing it,
Thank you.
dude.
Thank you. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Damn. All right.
I hope
Hey,
so.
I'm
Wow.
Jader. I'm impressed.
Wow.
It's not over
high
yet.
Praise.
Wow.
Take a glance at Daneth as I swing.
It's like very loving.
That would be 9 damage, and then I'm gonna use my extra attack and try and hit him again.
Sweet.
This is gonna be like preschool love where you bully each other, but you love each other.
Oh, I'm so
Does-
ready.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And it is 9 damage once again.
Sweet.
Nice.
And
I believe Fu is the only person rolling a subclass. Well, that's not true, actually. I guess a lot of people can spec into a subclass. Fu is in like a sort of homebrew-esque subclass called Fey Wanderer. Is anybody else in a class that lets them choose a subclass at level 5?
I get to
at level
choose...
3, I'm a Shadow Monk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also a ranger. I get to choose one.
What did you choose?
Well, let's talk about that a little bit later.
Okay.
do I
You're great.
do I have any movement left? Like, can I move anymore?
You can
know
move.
how far away
You can move 15 feet, 15 more feet.
I'd like to stand next to Hadak.
Okay.
If you move away from the guy,
You will
and provoke an
incur-
attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's something that I have been bad about, but it is true. If you move away from an enemy without having the disengage action, which you can do at any time as an action, but if you don't use it as an action, or if you're not a rogue who gets to do it for free, you incur an attack of opportunity, which basically means he has the opportunity to roll to hit you in that moment.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, the same thing also happens, just so you know, if you move through an enemy's space. So, like,
Right.
if you walk right past someone. Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits you 100%.
Okay.
You
I'll take your word for it.
You take 8 damage.
Okay.
He slashes at you with one of his scimitars.
Thanks for the extra HP.
Yeah.
It's
Here
gone.
goes. Bye.
Is that your turn, Jader?
I am done.
Sweet. Up next is this dude.
Dude.
He looks at you all, and let's get a little bit crazier music. He says, "Je m'appelle," what's his name? Taimahorileo, and he cuts at himself, and
That was not French.
as blood. Well, Je m'appelle is French, but his name is
Yes.
not French.
Yes.
I was gonna say, ¿cómo?
Oh my.
Blood spurts out the back of his hands, and he says,
Oh mon dieu.
"Ah mon dieu, c'est blade time!" Il est blade time, c'est impossible! He says blade time, and the brink energy solidifies, and suddenly you all feel like the air around you is still and like pulsating somehow. And then Hadak, you're right in front of him, and suddenly you see like space around him begin to widen, and he looks like he's getting longer, and then suddenly he's right behind you, and he slashes at you. Oh, he has multi-attack, so you know what that only Elion knows how bad that is, because he doesn't attack once anymore. Great. Hadak, what's your AC?
18.
Great, he hits.
Great.
You take 8 damage.
Yeah.
He rolls again. 18. He hits again, and you take 5 damage. Pardon me,
That's not bad.
6. So 8 and
That's
6.
not bad.
Then
Oh, he's not done.
you look down, Hadak, and the space around you starts to warp, and then you feel like a gust of wind, and almost like a blade of air moves past you. And suddenly he's up in this crow's nest, and he is swinging at Valencia first. Valencia, does a 16 hit you?
Uh,
Armor
Plus
class?
it is 16. What does that mean?
He
It's
hits.
Tie. Oh.
Tie goes to the runner. And you take 9 damage, and then he's attacking again. That's another hit, and you take 6 damage. Then the space around you begins to warp, and now he's at Elion.
Oh my God.
Elion, that's 1 hit. Elion, does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay, 1 hit. You take 8 damage. That's 1, 2. That's only 3. Okay, he's got 2 more.
This is not a this is like a several attack.
Well,
not
he
a
gets 5 actions, and they're all multi-attacks.
What?
He, like, and Varel, you're looking right at him at this one, and it's like, you almost catch, like, an after image of him, and then he's right in front of you. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 11.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And now he teleports over to Jader. It's not really teleportation, but kind of. Jader, does a 13 hit you?
No.
Your armor class is 14, yeah?
I'm holding my longsword one-handed. So I
Oh,
have
so
an
you got the
extra
shield.
2.
Sweet.
Yeah, so 15 is my...
Great, he misses both with his 2 scimitars. Both clank off your shield. You just knew it was coming. You just put up the shield.
Told you I'm fast.
Let's go, dude.
I'm fast.
And now he warps one more time, and he's on the sail. Like, he's up on the sail, standing on one foot, holding the 2 scimitars out, and he's balancing as the ship rocks in the waves. He's also quite damaged. You've done 73 damage to him, so he's bloody. He didn't need to do the cutting of the back of his hands or anything. He's just
Theatrical.
He's very French. Or pardon me. He's very Duomish. And as he gets to the top, he says, Quel est le problème, mes amis? I was told that you are amazing, that the gods want to kill you. I am paid lots of money to take care of that, and you are quite disappointing, I must say. He says as blood is, streaming down his face. So we're back to Hadak.
Damn right, we're back to a duck. And I've got some voids!
Okay.
Alright. Well, anyways. Well, so the doc is pissed, right? The doc is pissed, but also he's also kept in mind about how extremely fast he is. So let's use a new spell that I had gotten from my level up called Spirit Guardians. So what that is, and since I'm assuming he's if he appeared by Jader with his last attack, then he's still by me because Jader was by me.
He appeared at Jader, attacked, and then went up to the top. If you go to the crow's nest and step over onto the sail, he's on the edge of the pillar that's extending outwards. That's holding the unfurled sails. Very Peter Pan style.
Okay, so yeah, I mean I could still get to it as close to him as possible within would 30 feet be?
Yeah, you can hit him.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're right next to him. Spirit Guardians is a radius of 15 feet from me.
Yeah, you can climb the ladder, and you'll be in the three's a party up in the crow's nest, and you're 15 feet from him. You can definitely get to him.
All right, cool. So we'll move that and then cast Spirit Guardians with the area of 15 feet. So the people that are like my comrades, I can choose to not be affected by this, so I'm going to opt for that because the affected creature speed is halved in this area, and as soon as the area, he enters the area for the first time, he has to make a Wisdom saving throw. What was it? Wisdom 15.
He can roll that now because he's within the AOE right now.
Yeah, so he can roll that right now.
Fail.
Okay, so he takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Oh my god. Do you want me to roll that?
Yeah, you can, sure.
Wow.
8, 5, it's 13, plus 7 is 20.
Great rolls.
Damn,
Wow, don't piss off a doc.
All right, and again, Hadak is pissed, so as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. What weapon do I want? We'll do a nice mace.
Okay.
And then we'll attempt to, as soon as it appears, attempt to swing at the creature. We'll make a.
You cannot reach him physically.
I can't reach. Well, the spiritual weapon appears 5 feet from me and can travel to him.
Oh. Wait. What's the radius it can go?
Let me see. 20 feet, up to 20 feet.
Yeah, you can hit him. Just a floating mace appears.
Does this count as a ranged attack or a melee attack?
It says a melee spell attack.
Cool.
So yeah. Does an 18 hit him?
Yeah.
Okay, and with that, it will be 1d8 plus 2. I'll roll that for an additional 6 damage.
So how much total? 6?
Yep.
Yeah, so you bash his brains in. The radiant damage, like, and he's like wobbling, and then doink, and his head just explodes, and his limp body falls from the mast and into the ground. And Aurelio's like, guys, all over the ship, for real? And this hired assassin of the gods, the second you have faced, excommunicado,
What a
obliterated.
pushover.
That was it?
Barely more than a turn as well.
Literally a turn and a half.
Wow, I didn't even get to.
I didn't even need to use my brink.
I was getting so ready.
Elion,
to
can
do
you
stuff.
tell us anything about him now that he's dead?
Wow.
I'd like to know a little more about the guy. I mean,
Well, I mean, if I check here, it says he's dead.
All right, Alencia's gonna go ahead. Elle's gonna go ahead and stretch and be like, "All right, well that woke me up. What's for lunch?"
Aurella's like, we have crackers on the
got any
golden
meat?
razor. No,
I,
kind of hard to
Can I
keep
hear a
meat
fish
on a.
from the water.
you know, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just
go
reaching
fish.
over.
I'm like, I got it.
Yeah. You tie a little twine to an arrow, pull it up.
Oh yeah.
You got a fish. You're gnawing away.
Cool, got fish.
Yeah, you can rummage around this guy's clothes if you want.
yeah.
This will be the first time anybody's decided to do that in this whole campaign. Figure I just figured you
Seriously,
that.
though.
Can I rummage his clothes, please?
Yes.
Rummage.
What a bright idea, Jader.
Thank
Oh,
Yeah, where did that idea come from?
You're
Crazy.
you're rummaging
Right.
through his clothes, and you pull out. There's like a picture of himself. He has like a a small oil on canvas painting of himself, and on the back it says, "Tu es mon premier ami," which Elion could tell you means "you are my first friend."
You're my first friend.
Did he paint this himself?
Maybe.
His
And
first and only friend is the
There's a heart, and then it says his name, Timero.
I feel like it should be like you, my tu es mon meilleur ami.
Yeah, but I don't. He doesn't want to say best friend. You know what I mean? He's his first friend. Perhaps son seulement ami.
Tout le monde, Mimi.
I now have more
Peut-être.
questions than answers.
You also find there's a letter, and I'm gonna text it to you, DGR Dave,
Oh boy. Okay.
so you can read it aloud.
Oh.
Thank you.
Everyone's gonna make fun of me
I
because I have a
love that.
flip phone.
Oh,
Oh boy,
shit.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Adef said, "How's it looking?"
That was when your power was out.
The letter said, "LMFAO, how's it looking?"
That was when he
Oh, wait.
said.
LMFAO.
Wrong text.
I was asking about his.
I lost power
Dog.
right before we started.
Gotcha. So what's the reason behind the flip phone while we're waiting?
You know, just was tired of smartphones.
So you had a smartphone and then went back.
Yes.
You're not
Went
the only
back in
person I've
time.
heard of this.
I
done that.
admire it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Texting sucks on it though, so
Hey,
That's
back.
I'm back to T9. and
Calling
it's
back to
garbage.
T9.
That is so
skills.
good, though.
Try going back, man. It's okay. I also have terrible cell phone service, so there's a chance.
I sent
Can
it.
you, can
You'll
you
catch
send it
back
to in
up.
Discord maybe?
Yes.
Because there's a chance it's not gonna come through. Oh, wait. I got it.
Okay.
6 persons. Handsome reward for the assassin that gets to them first. Heavy brink energy emitted from each.
Oh, did we just get John Wicked? The assassins all got the message.
Excuse me,
John
Daneth.
Wick?
Who's John Wick?
Where's Steven? Where's Steven?
Where's aside slash OOC.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like there's a hit out on us.
I mean, I think that was pretty obvious from this is the second time in how many hours that someone's been out to kill us.
Yeah, there were the two assassins back in Freetown as well
Right.
that you didn't catch a glimpse of.
Well, I guess we should be prepared for this in the future as well.
How do they know where we're at all times? Like, do we just have radar?
Yeah, do you think
Or
they
just a
could
meeting?
send brink energy?
Brinkdar.
Brinkdar?
Aurello, can we suppress our brink energy?
He's like, I don't really know. Maybe with training.
Sounds
Where's
like we need to meet up with Steven.
Yeah.
Steven Sensei.
Where's Steven?
Steven. Arella, how far are we from
Railrodian?
Railrodian? Yeah, that's my home. I forgot the name of it for a second. It's been so long since I've been there.
2 weeks.
So long.
He's like, well, we got a little bit off course, but we should be there within, I mean, if I really crank it, maybe an hour.
This is the Golden Razor. Make it 30 minutes.
He's like, okay. And then you just, as you're all sort of talking, you know, those were the ships that were sort of dealt with, but then you just see Aurello's eyes widen as he looks behind you, and bridging around the God's Wall is this massive ship. And a front, it has all this, like, amazing ornate decoration along the sides. And there is a man with a big beard standing one leg up on the front helm, the helm of the ship, the bow, whatever. Again, I just do not know maritime terminology. I know that port is left and starboard is right, and that's about all you're gonna get. Because port
job.
is the same number of letters as left. I think I learned
That's
that
how
on
I
this
remember
show. I think it was you taught me that on this show. And you just hear a voice yell out, and he says, "Ah, Golden Razor!"
That was beautiful.
And Aurello's like, "Fuck." And he's like, okay, I need Haddock. And he points to you, he's like, there's a lever on the far port front side of the ship. I need you there and ready on my mark. Also, welcome Raiders. This is Speedrunners and Dragons, !S&D for more information. Thank you so much for the raid, Swift Ike. Hope your stream was good, homie. You can see Swift Ike on Challenger approaching this Friday.
Great. Yep, I'm there.
And then he, what else does he say? And he points at Elion, and he's like, I need you to take the wheel.
Oui.
And, you know, he runs off, and he starts climbing the ladder to the crow's nest, and he passes Jader and Varel on his way up.
May I?
Yeah.
Can I climb up after him?
Oh.
Yes.
Sorry, you go. That's all I wanted to ask.
Sure.
May I? I haven't dispelled my bird yet.
Correct.
I would like to send the bird on a little adventure.
To where?
To the other ship.
Okay,
Far above.
what's the bird's travel distance?
60 feet per turn.
Okay, it'll take him at this rate just that's 5 seconds, maybe like 20 seconds to get there.
Sure. We can come back to that then, I guess.
Great, he starts fluttering off. And yeah, Varel and Jader, he passes you if you want to, like, ask him anything.
Yeah. Who's that guy?
That'd be the Pirate King Yateo. He is bad news and he does not like me.
I didn't know pirates had a centralized government.
Well, you do now.
Is it faster than his ship?
This is the Golden Razor, I thought.
Yeah, remember how I said comparable size?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the Big Daddy. That's the fastest
Big
ship.
Daddy.
That's the fastest ship on the sea, like, period.
So there's
Morello,
no
how
chance
long
we're
is the
getting to
ship?
Railrodian.
What was that?
How long is this ship exactly?
Our ship?
Yeah, our ship.
30 feet.
So this is the fastest 30-foot ship, but maybe
Capiche?
a 29-foot ship and a 31-foot ship could potentially be faster.
I
than
don't
our
have
30-foot
time
ship.
for these. I don't have time for these stipulations.
How much time do we have before the ship catches up with us?
You think maybe like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Oh, that's fast.
And he said, and I'm trying to solve this problem. Okay, I have an idea. And he's climbing the ladder, and he gets up top.
I'm like already up there.
And as the ship approaches, you just hear this pirate King Yateo guy yelling again. He's like, Aurello, you're gonna be back down in the brig for longer than last time.
We heard most of that.
Nice. He said, Aurello, you're gonna be back down in the brig for longer than last time.
No, last time there was already.
And you just hear Aurello climbing the ladder, and he goes, I know. And he's just, like, climbing the ladder, and he gets to the top of the crow's nest. And he's like, all right, Hadak, you there?
Nope.
He's like, wait for my mark and do not pull it a second sooner. And he grabs, like, a little binoculars from the crow's nest, and he's looking. He pulls them down, he looks up again. He's like, okay, all right, okay. And at this time, the boat's getting quite close, and Elion, the bird, flutters back and lands on your shoulder. You guys don't have to deafen. This is just out of game. Well, actually, but not everybody knows how your brink works, and this kind of tells them how your brink works. So everybody deafen, and if this one's not going to take long.
I just want to know I am also still in the crow's nest from the last battle.
Okay, sweet.
Party over there.
His brink is called the Pirate King Yateo's brink. I assume that's who you wanted to. It's called Fluid Fun.
That could be anyway.
Well, he's on Big Daddy.
It's true.
Fluid Fun allows him to control the flow of any liquid he is in contact with. He can change its shape, orientation, speed, etc.
Oh boy.
Um,
All right.
Hi.
Henlo.
Be back.
Welcome back.
Bobby's prepared. Every time.
Can you just hide underneath a green screen or something?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yes, Elion,
we
you
do,
have
like,
that information now.
Can we do like Jeopardy music whenever that happens?
I think that might be copyrighted. I think that.
Like if it didn't have DMCA.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
find some kind of like
Similar.
copyright-free elevator
Oh,
music.
Kevin
probably.
MacLeod. Kevin MacLeod's gonna have something. I know it. Incompetech always got my back. Excellent. Elion, anything you'd like to do with that information?
I kind of keep it to myself for now.
Okay.
Keep steering the ship.
You see they're closing in, and the Pirate King gestures over to these guys behind him, and these group of like 6 pirates holding this long tube. It's like a straw, basically. And they hoist it into the ocean, and there's a cap at the top, and they start pressurizing the tube. And then they unscrew it and go like this, and as they pop it out, water starts to flow out from the tube, from the ocean to the top. And the Pirate King, like, clasps his hand together and then touches the top of the tube, so he's now in contact with the water. And he just yells, "Fluid Fun!" And the ocean... waves start, like, flying every which way, and the ship is about to get hit by a tidal wave. And the ship is rocking, and this tidal wave is coming towards you. And Daneth sees this closely, but you're all, like, in awe of the wave, and Hadok's just waiting to pull the lever, and Aurello cuts his hand and just yells, "Inverse Oasis!" And he's like, "Hadok, now!" It's really quite easy to pull.
I'm like ripping the wood. I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna get wet. Here we go.
And as Hadok pulls the lever, you hear something in the ship begin to creak, and wheels pop out of the front and the back of the Golden Razor at the bottom. And then as he says Inverse Oasis, at him as the epicenter, growing around him, all the water around you turns to sand. and
That is sick.
in a 100-foot radius in every direction. And so, and it all becomes sand, and the tidal wave, as it is coming into like the invisible wall, it transfers from water to sand. And the sand,
down with sand.
yeah, and the sand flushes down beneath the ship a little bit, and some of it bounces up. And Aurelio's like, "Okay, hold on," and he comes back down and he grabs the wheel from you, Elion, and he pulls this lever, and the wheels start to from like gears that are turning inside the ship, and the wind blows the sail, and you take off. And the sand follows the ship because he's the epicenter. And so you are just on like a treadmill of sand that is moving with you through the ocean. And when the sand leaves, like when he leaves an area in the AoE, it instantly turns back to water. Nothing is amiss. And you now
I yell out to Aurelio, and I ask him, is this the fastest car on the ocean?
I don't know what a car is!
Don't look with you.
Is this the fastest Conestoga?
It's short for carriage.
It's a duck boat. It's a duck boat. A glorified duck boat. And the ship, now you're gaining a lot of distance, and like a volley of arrows comes over and they all miss, and the Golden Razor takes off. And you can, Elion, you see Aurelio visibly sweating. This is like a very difficult brink ability for him to maintain. And you gain a ton of distance, and you're in the clear. One set piece down.
Wow.
A weapon to surpass wooden gear.
That was exhausting. Nice job, guys.
All right, we're alive.
Okay. You can all take this opportunity to take a short rest.
Does that mean healing?
It means you can spend some amount of your hit dice.
I will do that.
One hit die can either be a spell slot or healing, right?
I believe so. Short rest is a period of downtime, at least 1 hour long. Blah, blah, blah. A character can spend one or more hit dice at the end of a short rest up to the character's maximum number of hit dice, which is equal to the character's level. For each hit die spent this way, the player rolls the die and adds the character's constitution modifier to it. You regain hit points equal to that total. The player can decide to spend an additional hit die after each roll. A character regains some spent hit dice among finishing a long rest, as explained below.
Okay, so it's just healing HP right now.
Spell slots, short rest. Some of your brinks recover on short rest, but I can't remember which.
Yeah, I think I have mine written down.
I was so tempted to use my brink on the boat just to see what would happen.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
There's the one that makes holes?
Just a giant hole in the ship.
Warlocks get spell slots back after a short rest, but the rest of the classes need a long rest.
Gotcha.
Is what I have found.
Okay, so if we wanted to potentially heal HP, we could do that now with...
You would spend your hit dice.
And speaking of which,
I don't know what...
Do those hit dice do you get those back?
They
after...
regen after a long rest.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
speaking of which, I have an ability for short rests that I
Okay.
would like to use. It is called Song of Rest.
Hey, when are you gonna play that guitar?
I was thinking about that, but I don't have anything prepared for this one, so.
Just play like a nice chord. Just play a nice chord.
Play a nice chord. The Song of Rest.
I'm thinking.
Oh
I gotta take my shirt off.
my babies!
Sign my breasts.
Oh my god!
I don't even know. Okay, hold on. I might have to this is really awkward because I have to change my noise suppression settings. There we go. But I play the Song of Rest, which is just a nice chord. Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
If me or any friendly allies who hear my performance spend one or more hit dice to regain hit points at the end of their short rest, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
Okay.
Wow.
Rick, Ben,
That's nice.
what's one hit dice in this instance?
So, Fu, if you look at your character sheet below your HP thing, there's a little thing that says hit dice. Do you have anything in there?
Oh, 1d10 times
Okay, so
level.
it should be, yeah, so it'll be 5d10, and you can spend an amount of those. You'll roll that d10, and you're spending it until your next long rest when you get them all back.
Okay.
And so you can spend
Roll
one or
one.
more, and you can roll them until you're done.
Gotcha.
And you
then,
add your Constitution modifier as well.
Okay, so like I could roll 1, add Constitution, and that would be my health that I would regain,
Yes, plus a d6 from Elion.
plus the d6. All right, I'll do that. That sounds cool. Yeah, I gain all my health back.
Nice. And be sure to mark that you are losing one of your hit dice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does
Everybody,
that come back after a long rest? or is
Yes.
it
Yes.
final?
Mhm.
Okay.
We
Everybody
have,
cool?
like 4 more. I figured it'd be
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Sweet. Okay, so you make it back to Railrodian by the skin of your teeth. Or some of you make it back. Some of you make it too, for the first time, presumably. And this is a very jungly, ravenous sort of country. It is wild.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. And there is, if I'll pull up the map for a second on stream. I mean, 80%, maybe, like 70% of the country is covered by this massive jungle called the Railrodian jungle. I know that on the map it looks like deciduous trees, but they're not. It's a jungle. That's just all. I didn't pay for Pro on Incarnate, so I didn't get jungle trees. But it's a huge, dense jungle, and it's where Valencia is from.
Where have we made landfall in the city?
The only port, there are only 2 ports. Railrodian City, there's a port nearby. Railrodian City's more on the lake than on the ocean, but there's a port near it. That's kind of intended for trade between City of Tides. And then there's a port on Dogmaren in the Dwome Strait. So you've made landfall at Railrodian City. Essentially. And Arello, you land in and he's like, cool, I'm not really, I can be here. Here is okay. And
Does that mean you're gonna come with us this time?
It's not really my thing.
Hey,
don't-
what happens if you use your brink on land?
Any water within 100-foot radius turns into sand.
Oh, that's boring. Okay.
Well, if
Cool.
you need guidance on anything, let me know.
What was that?
If you need guidance on anything here, let me know.
Oh, wow. A little tour guide. And
How
Jader.
hospitable.
Jader, too, is from
I am
Railrodian.
also from. Yes, I'm a little further north from Grentown, but
Yeah, I'm a
Railrodian
little
is,
further east, in the jungle. Taking my favorite waterfall.
Oh, nice. And Arello sort of looks at the ship and he's like, it's all the same to you guys. I'm gonna take care of my baby. Also, sorry about not being forthcoming with the fact that I had a brink initially. Kind of like to play that one a little close to the chest. It's a nice trump card. And also, I don't really want to die, so I don't really tell people about it.
Understandable.
Can't blame me for that.
Yeah.
Also, pirates are bad. Those are bad dudes. So, if you see them,
do you have
don't.
any info on the head pirate? Is he brink capable?
Oh well, you just saw it. Yateo's brink fluid fun. Fluid fun. What a great one. God, it's such a nightmare. If my brink didn't counter it so well, it would really be a problem. He always uses it on me like he's gonna work this time, and it doesn't. It's a little harder when I'm by myself though, because I gotta throw the lever and do the thing. But yeah, no, fluid fun's bad news. He basically just controls any liquid or fluid that he's in contact with.
What's stopping him from just coming to the port here?
Yeah.
Nobody really wants him to be in their country, and though he is powerful, not really more powerful than an army.
What did you do that he wants you?
Golden Razor wasn't mine initially. Golden Razor was one of his. It wasn't even one of his like associates. Like that was his.
So you stole it.
Yeah, well, you could say that. I'm just kind of like borrowing it
Was
for a while.
gambling involved?
No, he was asleep.
Oh.
And well, did I coax his then girlfriend into leaving with me? Yes.
Oh,
Did I steal the Golden Razor? Yes. These things are all true. Did I modify his boat to have wheels? Yes.
Wait. Where's she?
Oh, we were done a long time ago.
Okay.
Didn't
Yeah.
realize you were such a player, Rello.
Well, there's a lot of things you'll find out about me, Elion. In due time.
In due time.
In due time. You can stay if you want.
Is that an offer?
Well, I can't fix the boat by myself, you know. We just let everybody else kind of take care of that.
Yeah. What
I
are you
think
guys
we
gonna
have
do?
better, more important business to take care of here.
Yeah, the world's gonna be ending in like pretty soon.
I don't
so
know.
we should
Look, if
probably-
they want to go on
I
Right.
a
mean,
tour,
I'm
Yeah.
all for
let's
taking
go.
back on, on a fastest 30-foot boat
All right.
in the sea.
Asking people out coyly never takes this long. I'm just gonna go fix the ship. And he turns around.
I'm just kind of standing there like, come on, guys, what the fuck are you doing?
And he
Yeah,
turns
I'll go
around
for it.
and he starts like patching up a bit of the ship. And yeah, you all get the sense that he's clearly like leaving out some details of his relationship with the pirate king Yuteo. They may have met more than a few times, is what you gather, but he's not really forthcoming with those details.
So we just watched Guardians of the Galaxy today, and all I can think of is that relationship between Star-Lord and what's his name, Yondu.
Yondu?
Yondu.
Blue guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is kind of the vibe. That is kind of the vibe.
While we're having all this casual conversation, could I have my little birdie just like casually rest on Hadok's shoulder?
Yes.
Just a little friendly companion for you, Hadok. Don't mind him.
Are you deafening again? I'm gonna go to bed.
Do you want it to come back right now, Elion?
I mean, sure, if it gives everybody a break, why not?
All right, everybody deafen. Hadok's...
This is the only one I don't know, so
yeah,
I'm very
Hadok's
curious.
brink is called Erupting Provocation. Erupting Provocation lasts for several turns. During this period, when Hadok takes damage, his blood begins to gather around his body and armor in flowing lines that almost look like veins. The more damage he takes, the faster the blood flows and the brighter red it glows. At any point during these turns, if not used in that time, it must be used as an action on the last turn. Hadok can beat his chest and let out a war cry to cause the blood on his body to explode outward, creating a literal explosion. This explosion does not harm him. Any creature within 10 feet of Hadok takes damage, and then some math. So basically, his blood coalesces around his body like in these like flowing veins as he takes damage. It's like Bide. It's the Pokemon move Bide, basically.
Yeah, I love that.
Cool.
Perfect timing.
Hey.
All right. Well,
Yo.
Dangers just gets to know everything.
This.
He's just a
How long
conduit
has
for the
he been
audience
out?
to know everything.
That's actually a good point. We got to have some dramatic irony. Okay. Well, how are we feeling, gamers? We ready to keep going?
Yeah,
Twitch
let's do
chat?
I'm ready.
Twitch
I'm
chat,
ready.
everybody feeling good? Let's see your favorite new animated emote from your favorite Twitch channel. That's what I want to see. We're all
Twitch
spending
ban.
a stupid amount of money to get you animated emotes, so let's show them off.
Top of one of our channels, though, then you're banned.
That's true. That's
Oh,
true.
God, what
Twitch
are these
banned one of
symbols
mine.
behind you?
One of
Wait,
my
really?
animated-
What
Yeah.
was it?
It was DGR Clench, and then I made it into DGR Panic, which is the butt from Jack Black's butt from Nacho Libre,
Oh.
and it just shakes. And They didn't like that.
Is that the first? Do you now not have the ability to add emotes instantly?
I think I still do. I haven't tried since then, so we'll see.
Oh,
We'll see.
Danny.
Which one?
Okay, first of all, the emote of
Weep.
the mweep is
the
really
Weep
good.
So good.
I think
That's
that Dave,
genius.
I was gonna be mad if you didn't make the one of you falling in the chair into an anime. I was gonna be mad if you didn't do that. So I'm glad you did that.
Oh yeah, it's one.
That's
I
genius.
gotta resubscribe. I gotta get Weep.
Weep.
Wait, I need to see this mweep.
So good.
It's so good.
Someone post it again. I can't see it because I just opened.
I'm bringing it up.
Yes.
Mweep. Mweep. Mweep.
It's really good.
You got to do it one more time for me.
That's perfect.
I gotta
That's
say,
awesome.
Twitch's default on my frog emote is like my favorite thing on my channel. And it was just the default spinning thing. I just love him so much.
He's
Yes.
He's been.
That's really good.
All right, sweet. We ready? Okay. So you're in this like clearing, and it's very hilly, and you can see this big cobblestone city that is just like this dark gray cobble. And Jader and Elle, you've both seen this place before. It's Railrodian City. It's the biggest, most civilized city in Railrodian. Railrodian has a reputation for being just like barbaric. Not in the sense of people being primitive, like everybody, has technology and stuff. But barbaric in the sense of like strongest wins. If there's a problem, you solve it with violence. And like there's also a sense of honor that pervades the country. And yeah, that's sort of the prevailing
the city's
notion.
Well, that
really not
explains a
my.
lot.
Yeah, the city's not my favorite place, so I don't
Yeah.
walk through it with high regard.
Sure. That absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
But and then you have the massive western edge of the jungle on your right. And Aurelio yells out at you, and he's like, "Yeah, if you're trying to talk to the leader of Railrodian, I don't really remember who that is right now, but Railrodian City is the capital, so that's the seat of power. So that's where I would go. See you guys." And he starts like shining the hole, and he's like patching something up.
Well,
Well, shall we?
How
Shall
far
we-
are we from the
Alright,
city proper?
Maybe like an hour's walk.
Well, let's
Half
say
an
you
hour.
seem to know this area. You want to take us to Railrodian City?
Yeah, let's get this city over with. Rather go
yeah.
home.
How bad can it possibly?
I mean, they're out to destroy my home, so not great, but it's fine.
Yeah, there's definitely some light deforestation.
Yeah.
Not crazy though. I mean, the majority of the problems that Valencia experienced were, I mean, and Elle, you obviously can divulge this if you want to, but the same sort of issues that are going around everywhere. The spirits aren't active at the moment for whatever reasons, etc. But yeah, the city's certainly not helping. And as you venture over these hilly grasslands, and every once in a while there will be a palm tree, and some of you have never seen tropics like this before.
Just like sharpening my claws on them.
And you make it to the city gate, and it's sort of this like hodgepodge wall around this cobble city, and it looks very old. Let me look at the timeline of the creation of the world. I think Railrodian is quite old. Well, it's technically the youngest, but that isn't really saying much because they're all quite old.
Yeah,
But
I think it's just probably the youngest in terms of development, maybe. Of people living
and
there.
Railrodian and Dwome are both have had ancient civilizations. So there were people here before like the kingdom was established. But yes. And as you approach the gate, you hear a voice. Somebody peeks over, and they're like, "Who is it? Hello? What is your business?
Just someone. Yeah, Jade.
I feel like Jader should take this.
Hi. We're here to we're here to speak with who's in charge.
Yeah, okay. Not many details there. Who are you? Yeah.
Our business is our own.
Okay, you're not trying to get into Prancing Pony. You're trying to get into biggest city in Railrodian. Not so simple. He pulls an arrow and shoots it at your feet. And Jader, you look down and you see the arrow hit right in front of you. And he's like, yeah, you with the longsword and the shield. Where are you from? What is your name?
I am from Railrodian, from Grentown. I am here with my companions. We're trying to save the world. If you want to die, you will keep us out. If you want to live, you will let us in.
Okay. Hang on. He turns around and sort of talks to some companions of his atop the wall, and turns around and says, okay, yeah. So, here's the thing, right, is what's basically happening right now in Railrodian is that, well, essentially I'm stalling, and then you see, like, 20 guards come out of doors that were hidden in the wall, and they start converging on your location. And he's like, yeah, you are how you say, under arrest? It's just sort of like, there's some shady creatures, shady people walking around country right now, so we're just gonna take you in, ask a couple questions, and then maybe let you on your way, maybe behead you, one of the two.
Behead us.
Jada from Grentown, haha, could be a joke.
Are we just gonna sit here and just let them take us in, or are we gonna...
It's like 20 burly figures.
Probably better to comply. These guys know what they're doing with their weapons.
I mean, I don't like them. I personally would like to cast a spell.
Okay.
I would like to cast Spike Growth.
Okay.
So it's an action. It takes... Do I need to roll to, like, before I do?
No, if it's just a spell, you're good.
Okay. It's a 20-foot radius of spikes and thorns that come out. And I can basically name creatures who don't get affected by it, like our party. And then everybody else, so take 2d4 piercing for every 5 feet they travel.
What's it called? Spike growth?
Yeah. And it's camouflage to look natural, so if the enemy doesn't see the cast area, they have to roll a wisdom check against my spell save DC to even recognize it.
So, unfortunately, everybody is looking.
Yeah.
So the camouflage doesn't happen to them.
Right. They can see, but if they're gonna move through it, it's gonna hurt.
Yes. That is a cool spell.
Yeah.
This happens.
Is it just surrounding us right now?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. It just, these vines are sprouting up
like
along the ground.
spikes and thorns.
And the guys are just, like, standing still looking at it. And the guard is like, okay, what did that accomplish? Like, you maybe bought yourself 5 minutes. Have to call the gardener. This is really lame.
It doesn't look like anything.
And the guy, one of the guys pulls out a torch and lights it aflame and just starts burning the vines. And then walks up to you first, Valencia, and just, like, puts you in a hold and handcuffs you.
No, but it's camouflage to look natural. I don't think that would make any sense.
But in the spell, if they're looking at the area it's cast upon when it's cast, it doesn't happen to them. And they're all right there. I mean, you
I
cast
don't know,
it.
I question whether it would easily set on fire. I don't think it would.
Well, it's
Like
made out of
fire.
organic material, so I say it catches fire.
I disagree.
Tough
I don't
shit.
think there are leaves, dude.
Tough luck. Tough luck.
It was a good attempt.
Cool.
Look,
I'm
a valiant
out of the
effort.
Hey, before he walks up to me, I have time.
A valiant effort and a cool spell, but, ultimately, I make the decisions around here, so, tough. But yes, I mean, you do have a second. You can definitely make a reaction when he's walking up to you, for sure.
Sure, I'll just kind of jump off of his head and out of the way. I'm just gonna run.
Okay,
off.
roll athletics.
Fuck these guys.
Roll acrobatics.
Roll acrobatics. Sure.
Scooby Doo stuff going on here.
Acrobatics. Okay. I got a 22.
Okay, you're able to leap over all of them, and you can run away if you want.
How close are we to the? I mean, the jungle's pretty close, right?
It'll take you a half hour to get there.
It's only half hour.
Yeah.
Mm,
And you're gonna be alone.
yeah, I know. Alone? I'm going home. I don't want to ditch, but I certainly don't want to be near these people at all. I wish I had an easy character answer right away. I'll just kind of like run back kind of as far as I can in a turn and just like wait. Like I just want to put some distance.
Yeah, since we're not in combat, I mean, you can just take off. And some guys follow you for a bit, and they sort of just give up on you. They've seen Tabaxis.
I'm not like I'm not completely ditching. I'm just getting distance.
Right, no, they're like, you get far enough away that they're like, it's not worth their time.
Okay, cool.
They're like, we'll just send faster people later.
Yeah.
But they know Tabaxis are native to the area, and they think you're just like, a rascal or whatever. And they turn back around, and do any of the rest of you put up a fight? Da-na-na-na, did they put up a fight? A terrible song from a terrible musical.
Wow, you guys aren't helpful.
I'm trying to avoid conflict.
Yeah. Maybe they'll take us to their leader.
It's 20 dudes. That's...
Is this a group thing?
This is a group thing.
Elion can't put it on a show.
Not one that would affect everybody.
All right. Well, these guys apprehend you, and they start taking you into the gate. And we can definitely split up and sort of, you can be separate. That's certainly possible.
I mean, I don't know. Anybody, you have any words to say?
I just yell Valencia some random code gibberish that I don't even know what it means, and she doesn't know what it means.
You're like,
it's like remember, something at dawn. I'm just making stuff up as we go, and nobody has any idea. Just like to hint at the idea that hey, you can help it break us out. Prison break.
Okay, I don't understand it, so I'm just kind of confused. But I'm kind of think it over.
Janeth, just shut up.
Here, you know what? I'll help a little bit. My little birdie, who's with us, takes off and tries to find Valencia.
It lands. It easily finds her and lands on her shoulder.
There you go.
You're welcome. Well, I don't know if I don't know if she knows I can communicate with you that way. Is that?
I think you can. I think you'll probably. We'll get there. We'll get there. Your character's intelligent and good with animals. I think we'll get there.
Yeah. I can just use a spell later. I'll just do it later and talk to it.
Great. We're gonna follow the boys first.
Yep. Cool. No problem. See you guys later.
So they take you into the city, and it's a hustle bustle city. You see someone get thrown out of a bar, just getting socked.
Sorry.
There's like a duel in the city, and like people are fighting. No, you don't have to be sorry. Hey, D&D is all about unexpected. Like D&D is good when you do things that are unexpected.
Yeah, those dudes suck. I don't want to be in the city.
That's totally in character too. It's great.
Yeah. Very rough and tumble city, etc., etc. These old cobble buildings that don't look like they've been patched up much in a long time. And they sort of weave you around, and then they blindfold all of you and take you down clearly several alleys, down some stairs, and into cells. And you wager you walked for maybe 10 minutes before you were put in these cells. and they're dark and dank and scary.
Are we like below ground?
Yeah, definitely
building?
below
Okay.
ground. And your hands are bound, and you're all kind of plopped down, and there's one of you in each cell, and you're separated by like thick cobble walls and iron gating.
Are we across from each other, or like
It's
all
three
in a
and
line?
3 and 3.
Okay.
We'll say Haddock, Jader, Daneth, Veril, and who am I missing? Elion. So it's 3 and 2. Sorry.
Are we able to communicate? We gagged.
No, you're not gagged. You can speak to each other.
Okay.
And the guards sort of like walk off. One of them's like, "We're going to go talk to, I don't know. We'll see what happens." And then they just like walk off. And you're just alone to your own devices inside of this thing.
She's like, Jader, is this par for the course for Railrodian?
Believe it or not, I've never been inside here. This is a rough and tumble city. Can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, man.
I feel like this heat was a little bit self-inflicted.
I think we're gonna be fine if we comply. I think we'll be okay. If not, I have a brink power that might get me out of here.
Maybe we should let someone else do the talking.
Yeah, I think so.
So you're in here for a while, maybe another half hour, and a figure starts walking down the stairs. And let me pull this guy up. It's this big dude, and Jader, you recognize him. He's an orc, large guy, and he's got a scar on his cheek, like a thick scar. And he's got a war helmet on and everything in armor, and he pulls out like a tiny, comically small stool and sets it in the middle of your 5 cells, and sits down on it, puts his arm on his leg like that. He says, "Hello, my name is Bernard Klaxon. I am the chief commander of Railrodian City. It's nice to meet all of you."
I
wish we were under better
can't say the
circumstances.
same.
Oh, Jesus. And Jader, this guy is like storied. This guy was at the battle against the gods in the battle of it's like, it has a name.
The
Fight
Battle
of
Tyrell?
Gods?
The Battle of Tyrell?
Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods.
It's like the Grey Wasteland or something. It's in Tyrell, but it's like the Battle of the Grey Wasteland, something to that effect. This guy was there. He commanded some of the troops alongside Getzthen. This is like a storied fucking guy. He was not in charge of the city at that time, but he is now, evidently. And
Mr. Klaxon, is that comfortable?
I don't really care very much. Why are you here?
Well, they brought us here.
Oh my god.
When I meant someone else, I didn't mean Veril.
Yeah, I was told not to talk, so.
He turns to Elion. He says, "You look like potentially you have some sense in you, boy. Out with it. Why are you here?"
Well, as it turns out, the gods are they're planning a little something for us. We have reason to come and tell all the leaders of the cities that there's something bad coming.
Like what?
Just end of the world kind of stuff. Big stuff.
Okay. You guys can use the brink, yeah?
Would you like to see?
No. You're all he just takes a needle and like presses into his thumb, and brink energy pours out, and he sees all of you visibly react, and he's like, okay. I mean, here's the thing, right? I pride myself on my ability to assess a fighter. Lickety-split, as they say. And, look, basically the bottom line is I've got a job. And, I don't think you're lying. I'd like a little more details. But I have a task, potentially, for you. Earn my trust, I scratch your back, you scratch mine type thing. Probably not uncommon in your line of work, I assume. Sorry for the reception, by the way. We've got some shady figures sort of running about Railrodian right now. Killing some of my guards, so...
Can you tell us any more about those shady figures?
Not until you tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Well,
I mean,
Varel,
we offered to tell you, but
Okay, you,
what's the
dwarf, you are being very obstinate. I'm not liking this tone. I'm not liking this energy from you.
Right?
You shut your
Right.
mouth. You shut your mouth.
you're all being far too hostile to our very gracious host for having put us in this nice place where we can talk to him.
Okay, sarcasm also not good. And he turns to Varel. And he goes, "Simple boy. You are simple boy. You tell me exactly what's happening, please."
Well, I had a dream that I was supposed to make a team of people, and it led me to these guys. So now we're a team, and then one person who's outside because she doesn't like your city, and then I had another dream, kinda, but the same dream. It was like a continue. You ever go back to sleep and you like have the same dream as a continuation? It was like that. And then I was standing on the God's Wall, on the solstice, and then the gods from Terrell were doing bad stuff. I don't really know what it was, but we're supposed to find out.
Okay. I believe you.
I'm getting better at that story, by the way, I think.
I'm very proud.
You're doing well, Farrell.
Wow, very supportive team. That's great. Always good to have companions that are supportive, even when it's not about fighting. I've learned that much as a leader of my city. You also
Would
gotta
it
have...
help to tell you that we've already talked to Katya the First about our endeavors?
I'm swiveling? Yes. That's actually good to know. What did she say? Our relationship's not great right now, but it's not, like, bad.
she's in.
Yeah, she's in.
Okay. Great.
She heard our story, she heard our struggles, and has vowed to help us.
And then she told us to go away. That was kind of rude.
Oh, you got to go away. That's so funny. Oh, that brink is troublesome. That one's, you think it's like not that bad, but there's no limit. Like any number of guys, just like bye-bye, you know, that's go away.
Pretty wild.
Pretty
Yeah.
strong, yeah. Not really a match for my brink, but you know, that's sort of how it is, right? I'm the best about that, so. Anyway, great. Well, we have this tournament coming up. It's actually tomorrow. Tournament of fighters. It's the lead up tournament to the tournament where we're selecting our offering for this year. So it's like a big opener, like at a concert, like it's the opener. And
People want to be your offering?
well, so how the offerings work in Railrodian is if we have any prisoners that are 15 years old that are on death row, which pretty much everybody goes on death row in Railrodian if you don't find to be innocent. You can also trial by combat, and for us, if you're 15, trial by combat is inter-tournament, and if you win, instead of dying at the hands of other children, you get sent to as the offering for that year. So maybe you
Dying
live.
at the hands of the gods.
Well, maybe. Who knows what happens to those youngsters? Could be anything.
Child murder tournaments sounds kind of mean.
Well, these guys killed people. I mean, they're not like they didn't steal candies from the store or something. Like, they wrang people's necks.
Well, you said anybody on death, like anybody who's not innocent. Goes
Well,
on death
I'm
row.
saying,
You know
well,
what?
okay, but like big crime. I'm talking like felonies.
What?
Anyway, the tournament, we have a lead-up tournament, and I kind of want to like assess your guys' ability. So, how about this? You enter the tournament. I got 2 openings that I need to fill, so this is actually real good. If 2 of you enter the tournament, I let you out of jail. You can stay in a hotel free of charge. And then, if you like do well in the tournament, one of you guys, then like I trust you and I send you to do a job for me. You do the job, and we all good. I send troops to fight the gods. I hate those guys, so that really works out for me. So I scratch your back, you scratch mine, etc.
What you're telling me is you want some of us to enter a tournament against 15-year-old children.
No. This is no. Nein. No. This ist eine Tournament for the adults. And people enter willingly. It's the opening tournament at the stadium to like get people riled up for the children tournament.
It's a good time. I've witnessed this.
Yeah, tournament of fighters. It's big deal in Railrodian. I mean,
I've dreamed
there
of
a prize?
participating.
you've dreamed of participating. Well,
I have.
yeah, if you win, first of all, I let you out. You know, you get to go. But also, a big cash prize for winner and opportunity to meet Getson, which is pretty exciting.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal to me.
That is a big deal.
That's a big deal to me.
Getson is like local hero to all young boys and girls warriors, you know. Big.
It's always
big
been my
hero.
dream to meet Gaston.
Well, you know, win the tourney and you can do it. Also money.
Yeah, the dog is literally like at the hearing of this glorious combat is going to stand up. And
So who's interested? I could potentially fill 2 or 3. If 3 people are interested, we can fill 3 slots, probably.
he's gonna interrupt them and just keep banging on the cell door.
Okay, all right. Big guy, you are in.
I too would like to.
He's like, what's your name, sir, big guy?
Hadak.
Okay, Hadak, is that with 2 D's, 2 K's?
Yes.
Okay, so the traditional spelling. Got it. Okay. Anybody else interested?
I too would like to participate.
Okay, and your name is?
Jader Barkov.
Oh! Your family's farmers from Grantown.
That would be us.
Best sheep's milk, I tell you.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's great.
Pretty good.
Shame what happened to your brother. That's a real tragedy. I am sorry. And he writes your name down and looks around. And he's like, okay, anybody else?
Yeah, I think Dad has to go in
All right.
on this.
He's like,
I was hoping you would say that.
and he says, okay, what's your name, boy?
Kenneth Lightbeard is the name. Don't you forget it.
I won't. I'm writing it down. And he's like, okay, great. Well, we currently only had 2 openings, so I don't know. Somebody gets a bye round 1 or something. People will be mad, but I, quite frankly, don't really care. And he puts a pen in his ear, like a little quill pencil thing. One of those. It's a pencil. He puts a pencil behind his ear, and he pulls the thing under him. He's like, okay, well, I'll have the guys let you out. You'll have free stay at local hotel. The 3 of you that are participating, 8 a.m. call tomorrow morning, at which time I'll give you the bracket. Just so you know, the fights are to the death or surrender. If somebody surrenders, you're done. Or if you die, you're done.
Can the rest of us watch?
Sure, yeah, free tickets for the families. You guys don't seem to be people that would have families, so...
Ouch.
Well, you know, just like you're traveling alone, all of you are different races from different nations, you clearly have weird rivalries going on. I don't think you guys have loving relationships with your next of kin.
Jader and Daneth might as well be siblings.
Oh, really? Well, that makes the weird energy I'm getting between them very weird. And he stands up, he's like, cool, 8 a.m. tomorrow, you'll have free tickets at will call for the rest of you. Toodaloo. And he walks off up the stairs. We're gonna shift now to Valencia.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
You know what? It's a good thing. I'm thinking it's a good thing she didn't hear Jader talking about this, because I would not be excited about that.
So, you're just outside the walls. The world is your oyster. What do you want to do?
I know.
The bird pecks your cheek.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
the bird.
Dangers. Pardon me, Elion. You obviously are seeing, what is going on.
Yes.
Can you communicate through it?
Um,
You can see
I'm
in
not sure.
here, I think.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I obviously use my willpower to make it move. So
Right.
Okay. Well, it's just kind of probably perched on my head.
Yeah.
I have no idea if you guys are okay or not. So, gonna have to figure out what to do about that. How long have they been gone? Like, how much time
Since
do
you've
I
been
have?
gone, since we're cutting to you, we'll cut to you after their conversation they just had, I guess, for just an interest of information passage. Yeah, the players can't hear the bird noises because Discord doesn't like whistling, but I was doing that.
I didn't
but
know that at all.
it's been like 20 minutes,
Oh, that's not long at all.
and the bird starts pecking at you.
Bird starts begging. Be like, what's wrong? What's wrong, little thing? And then mine, I feel like this is gonna be kind of boring. Because if I can't even make it into the jungle, I was like, I don't wanna reconnect with the guards. I think I
Right.
would just get aggressive.
I mean, you could definitely sneak into the city.
Yeah, I've already used 2 spells.
if the bird flies up, because there's a wall around Railrodian, right? The cobblestone wall.
Yeah.
If the bird flies up and around, would they be able to see if there's a tree or something that kind of
Yeah.
projects with the wall?
I mean, I
there's-
can misty step on in there if I really wanted to.
The bird, I mean, gets a lay of the land. You get to see the aerial view of the city, Elion, through your left eye. And there are palm trees that are quite tall around some portions of the wall, but most of them have been chopped down for security purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And the bird flies back to Valencia.
I mean, it's like this. I just feel like I haven't thought too much into about like how much does she want to get in there. Because my other intention would be to like check on home and see if there's any information I can glean, but it's not really enough time to do that at the moment.
I mean,
Unless
these guys are, I mean, you don't know this, I guess, but the guys out of game, metaing, are going to be just like sleeping basically in a hotel for the evening.
Yeah.
So, your directive's basically like, you could go see them, or you could go to the jungle by yourself and start gathering information.
Yeah. Does she know how long it usually takes between like a sentence and a beheading in the city, just in case? She's
Like a
like,
week.
if something's wrong, she can make it back. What?
Like a week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go home.
Okay, great. Yeah, there's bureaucracy involved,
Yeah.
even here.
Okay.
Sorry, I was plugging in my headset. So yes, yeah, you got time.
Yeah, I think it's I think I don't have enough emotional control to be back in the city
Okay.
at the moment. So I think my time will be better used to, and I think like I know I have this bird from Elion, so I'm like, all right, well I know that, so I assume that he's okay.
Right.
Because like I've kind of, I mean, I'm sure that
You'll
he's
know
realized-
that it's under his active control.
yeah, that it's like part of his brain kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm just gonna be like, come on, little thing, let's go see, let's go see if we can learn anything new about the area. You
Okay,
know?
great.
We're just gonna take off.
So you start marching towards the jungle, and as you get there, it just like really you already left when things were feeling kind of sinister, and the jungle was feeling wrong. You hadn't seen the spirit of the woods in some time. You hadn't seen
Right.
the spirit of the lake in some time, or the spirit of the jungle and the spirit of the lake. Like you had not been seeing them, and you just felt like an evil presence emanating from the forest, from the jungle, and that is part of what caused you to sort of advocate or abdicate in the first place. But
Right.
then Varel finding you was the next step of that process. And as you venture into the woods, make a nature check for me.
Nature. Sure.
While she's doing that, question.
Yeah.
Meta question. If Ellie uses talk to animals, the spell, would that work on ethereal bird?
Well, the thing is that you can already understand what she's saying because she's just speaking common to the bird, and then that's just relaying to you. So there's no language barrier. The bird just like... Well, I guess...
I'm
yes.
not speaking bird.
Well, right,
I guess.
but you will be able to understand what the bird is saying. Yes. Yeah, I think you can tell the bird to, like, whistle and call, Elion. So I think you could conceivably communicate with Elle that way. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
Cool. Great. I only got 11 for nature check.
Like, the jungle is wrong.
Yeah.
The trees look darker, not like sapped of energy or anything, and, like, they're healthy, but just, like, the air and the energy in the jungle is wrong. And you feel it feels like the gods doing. It's like similar to the remnant power you felt when you were running north from Freetown to find Chimoth burning down those houses. It feels like a similar remnant destructive energy. And there are also weird plants growing that you've never seen.
Okay.
They're normal plants. They're just not native to this biome.
Can I like kind of like cut through one and see if it's like if its interior is normal?
When you cut through the flower, they're like smaller flowers like abound on the ground.
Okay. I thought they were like
No. And when you cut through one of these things, it's got like a purple sap that's coming out of it.
We've seen that before. Didn't we see something similar?
The tree.
Yeah.
The evil tree you fought the previous night used
right.
like purple ooze.
Is it the same thing? Or
It
does
looks similar. It smells similar to you.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna just look at the little bird and be like, "Are you seeing this?"
I think the bird nods its head, I guess.
I don't know, a peck or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flaps its wingies at you.
Flap once if yes, flap twice if no.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have anything useful to use at the moment? Probably not. Right now. I'm wondering what I could do. I wonder, like, do we know how close I am to like my home?
If I recall correctly, you lived quite deep.
Pretty deep.
It would take you a while to get there.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go in too far. Doesn't even feel safe enough to like rest in at all.
If you climb, do you think you could rest there safely?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Sure. I'll just like just peruse around the area for a while and get like a feel for what's going on, and then get ready to get some rest.
It's a similar story to the Railrodian, or pardon me, the Sawstroke Forest. Like, where are the animals?
Yeah.
It feels like the
Yeah,
animals are hiding.
That's unnerving because jungle's usually like a lot more full.
So dense.
Yeah.
And just everything about it makes your hair stand up on end. Both from just the feeling and like this is your home and it feels tampered with in a way that you don't understand.
Right.
And isn't readily understandable.
Are there animals at all?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
What was that chipmunk's name? Mr.
Chippy
Nut?
Boy.
Chippy Boy.
Nutty Boy? Chippy
Chippy
Boy?
Boy. Or Chippy Boy.
Chippy Boy. There's no Chippy Boys.
Yes.
But a snake is slithering up a tree nearby.
Great. Let's speak with animals. The snake.
Great. The snake says, well, it sort of looks at you as you intently begin to speak with it.
Mm-hmm. Be like, this is my home, and I've returned. Something has changed in the last few weeks. Do you know what's going on?
Something is wrong. Something's not right in the jungle.
Have you seen anything come by?
Strange creatures in the old fortress. Some things not supposed to be there.
What do they look like?
Don't know. Slither away first chance.
Where are the other animals?
Everyone is hiding. I am hungry.
I'm sure you are. I don't know if I can offer it. I don't have any food to offer it, do I?
You can maybe give it a little bit of a ration.
Yeah, if I have like some meat, I'll offer it up.
It
A little of
eats
the fish
it.
from earlier.
Oh yeah, maybe a little bit of the fish. It like nibbles and swallows the whole thing. Obviously,
Yeah, I have to like dangle it for
yeah.
it to be interested.
it slithers up and bites into it and swallows the whole thing and says, "Thanks."
How does ethereal bird taste?
And it does look at the shoulder and go, "What's that taste like?"
It's not real.
Looks real.
Can an ethereal bird be petrified?
Sorry, one second.
It's okay. It's all good.
Win, fight, go.
Win, fight, go.
Question about Speak with Animals. Is that just kind of like an on-off switch, or is it like you have to target it at a creature?
It's 1 action, 10 minutes, no concentrated. Understand animals.
Okay, so
I don't know.
I can speak at this point.
Yes.
but-
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, then the bird says, yeah, you don't want to eat me. I'm just magic.
The snake says, "Oh, that's too bad."
I told you.
Oh,
Is there anything else? Anything else you can
there's-
offer me?
Large human man at the fortress waiting to strike.
Strike who? Have you heard?
Whatever's inside, methinks.
Oh, they're trying to go inside. Okay. Well, thank you for your help. Please be safe.
Good tidings. And it slithers away into the tree. And Danger's the bird. You can communicate with Elle if you'd like to.
Oh yeah, I've probably noticed that you can talk and be like, "Oh, are you all okay?"
Yo, sup?
Sorry about that.
And it doesn't have Elion's voice. It is the bird's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like weird
if-
high pitch.
had I known that the bird would be talking, I would have tried to come up with something, but I just...
Yeah.
This is such like a good coincidence to kind of
Channel your inner talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize and be like, the city's been destroying my home for years. That's why I came to look for help, and I can't help but feel anger.
Well,
towards it.
it's the same energy from what we saw before, is it not?
In the jungle?
In the forest from the other island.
Right. Oh, this is years past. It's been destruction of my home. But this is different. Are you all okay?
Don't worry about me, I'm just a magic bird.
I think she's asking about the party.
Yeah, that's not the party.
Yes, everybody's safe, and I guess I can relay
Yeah,
the information.
you can instantly relay, all the
Okay.
goings-ons.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad it turned out well. Sorry for making a mess.
It's okay. This was a good choice to split up like this.
I'll find a safe space to wait here. Feel free to send a message whenever you need.
Oh, something Fu can do.
What can I do?
You weren't here for the recap, so you wouldn't remember this because this was 3 weeks ago. But the Steven said he was going to the place with high brink energy in Railrodian. You could do that while the boys are off doing the fighting
Do I
ring.
know where it is?
The center of the Ness Lake.
Oh, so I should theoretically know where that is.
Yeah, you didn't know this place existed, but you know where the lake is.
Yeah, right. Good call. Well, now it's like you put ideas in my head. But
Well, you would
it's a
have
really good idea.
in game. You would have like your character would remember that because you just
Yeah.
talked about it yesterday. So, but it's been 3 weeks. So,
Right, exactly. And be like, oh wait, I want to ask, how long can you stay with me, the bird?
Until I dispel it, I think.
yeah, or until it is. Oh, it's Milo, or not Milo. That's Patty's dog. What's your dog's name? Oh, it is Milo. Wait, which one's Pat? Corbin. That's Patty's dog.
Corbin.
Hi.
Oh wait, I can go get when we take a break, maybe in a second. I can go get Cleo, which is my sister's dog.
Puppos.
Um,
So yeah, it's just for however long.
yeah. So if you want to start venturing that way, we can cut
Okay,
back
great.
and forth.
Be like, I can find the location of Steven, and if you'd like to follow along.
Of course.
Okay, let's do it.
I have not been hiding a dog from you. It is not a dog I usually have. I'm taking care of my sister's dog this week.
Cool.
Okay, great. We're gonna cut back to the boys, and we're gonna say it's
Yeah,
the next
please.
morning.
Yeah.
So
Have fun in the tournament.
yeah, have fun,
Do I
guys.
get my long rest
Stay
in me? Do I
safe.
get my-
Kill all the
Get my
people who
spells
don't
back?
like the jungle. All
yeah,
right, great.
everybody,
Cool,
long
cool.
rest. Long rest, and Elion, you can convey information that Fu has received, if you so
Yes.
choose.
That
We'll
is
say you
what
did
I
that the
would
night
do.
before. You've been in this hotel. Sorry, in the interest of time, we're sort of just going quickly.
Resume.
Go find Steven.
Great. So, the next morning you wake up bright and early, I kind of want to take a bathroom break if that's acceptable, and also get the dog. I'll see everybody back here in like 90 seconds. Anybody who's left over, if you want to do a plug of some kind, feel free. If not, that's all good. I don't know where the music has gone.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But I'll be right back.
Well, I have something I could say. If you all missed any of the awesome speedruns from this past Summer Games Done Quick Online 2021, your girl did interviews for that, but also Dangers did a super good Super Mario Odyssey Taka 2% run, and I got to talk to him beforehand, and he was awesome at it, so you should go watch, and Fant is an amazing producer for that. And everybody's leaving, so I guess I'll just keep talking about GDQ. And there's a hot dog. But yeah, there's some really, really great runs from that. Feel free to check that out. I mean, obviously this group is based on speedrunning in general. So yeah, like Taka 2% is super cool. There were so many great runs. I mean, feel free to ask. There are a lot of people who could be like, oh, I love this run. A few that I was not expecting to love that I loved. You know, it's always like commentary of the runner like makes the run. But yeah, definitely watch Danger's run. It should be on YouTube. All of the runs are going to be up on YouTube. Interviews are usually later at the end. If you missed the pre-show, whether you love it for its goofiness with the interviewers or its cringiness or whatever you want, that's always up on there as well. And then like 3 of us have hotfix shows, so like watch those as well. Like I have a hotfix show on Saturday, and then like Bobby and adef have shows like I think Thursday, Friday. So like lots of like end of the week hotfix awesomeness that you should watch. Got Challenger approaching, Super Boss Bros, and that's never happened before. Mine's only once a month, so like no worries. My favorite run of GDQ, people always ask, and I'm like, I don't know. There's so many good ones, dude. How do you equate favorite? What about-
SM64 blindfolded percent.
I mean, yes.
That
Bubsy did amazing, but like there's that, but then you're like, well, what about TMR's blindfolded run? That was also really awesome. And then Bobby commentated on a run. It was the Dance Rush Stardom Showcase, which was also super awesome. And I loved talking to Ajikin because he has so much energy. So he was really, really fun. Yeah, My was awesome. Pokemon was great. Like there was like some of like the late night. That's why sometimes you just gotta be up for some of those random late night runs because you've got stuff like Gone Golfing, which is like a horror golf game that's like 15-minute run length, but like they were doing actual golf commentary for it. Or like the GTA 3 runner was excellent with his commentary, very funny. You know, there's like all kinds of things that you wouldn't necessarily expect that's super fun to watch. So I mean, lots of fun.
GeoGuessr was kind of out of this world.
GeoGuessr
It was really intense. He's like, am I gonna get a perfect? This is the exact. I'm like.
GeoGuessr was so good. Oh, what's the other one? There's like another one that I was freaking out about. Yeah, my mind was so good. Like the whole. I already talked about Dance Rush. Yeah, I started with Odyssey because that was pretty, up front. One of us had a run. But yeah, it's great. GDQ is super fun. HGDQ hopefully in person. Love to see all you guys there.
Oh,
I'll be easy to find. I'm usually running back and forth between somewhere and this main room. I'm like, I have an interview. Oh God, this schedule shifted. It's like that. It happens a lot. I like stress wake up whenever I have early morning interviews.
I gotta get an IRL Haddock voice. I gotta start smoking cartons and
Bring one of those like little throat things, or like get like a little auto tune pack for your pocket.
Oh my.
I was muted on stream, but I was saying to them that we'll do an in-person Speedrunners and Dragons at some point. Also, this is Cleo. I'm gonna pick her up for you, but she really hates it. And she's gonna put her tail between her legs and look really sad. You're not in trouble.
It's for the viewer love. It's for viewer love, hon.
It's for the
I'm not in
content.
trouble, I promise.
Content, honey. Oh, so cute.
Come here, baby girl. Okay, there you go. Oh, she does not like this. Look up here. Look up here. What's going on up here? Oh, you're spinning. Okay. All right. Okay.
Swiveling.
Okay. I'll take you down. I'll take you down. That's okay. That's okay.
Like, what did I do to you?
You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. I promise. We usually pick her up when she's in trouble. So, the Pavlovian association is negative. Cleo, come here.
Look, adef. All I'm saying is you got up, and I was like, cool. I'm gonna start talking about GDQ.
Hey, it's all
Everybody
good.
got up. It's me.
It's all good. GDQ is great. It was a lot of fun. Kudos to all involved.
A lot of fun.
Great. If everybody's ready, we'll continue.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so you wake up the next morning and you make your way to basically like this coliseum. And Jader, you are ecstatic. You have been wanting to come here since you were a little boy. Like, you've seen tournaments here, you love them. This is like your inspiration. And yes, and so you go up and they separate you at a certain point, and they're like, entrance this way, guests this way, and sort of, separate you guys. And Elion and Veral, I guess, are the only two not participating. Bye, Cleo. And so the two of you are able to get... Yeah, what's up, Valencia?
Does Elion, let's say I like fell asleep in a tree, is like one of his eyes, like his vision is just like a leaf in front of him?
Yeah. Or nothing if the bird's eyes are closed.
Or nothing, yeah, okay, cool. I was just confirming. Alright, continue.
Elion, you and Veral are able to, find your seats. You got really nice seats, right, like in the front of the, one of the front rows, and it is like the Roman Colosseum, essentially. That's what you should think of. So there is a distance between the bleachers, or like the seats, and the ground. There's like 10-foot wall. And those of you that are entrants, also, I assume Veral and Elion, do you really want to like do anything, like any hijinks or anything?
Maybe once the battle gets started.
Okay, great. So, those of you that are entrants, you show up in this room, and there are 3 of you, so there are 6 other people. So there's 9 of you in this room, and there's just this, like, it's a very strange assortment of individuals. You got, like, your shady characters, you got your huge dude over in the corner just, like, pressing dumbbells. And then there's, like, a woman over to the side that is sharpening a knife, an elf woman that is sharpening a knife. And then there is this human guy that is, like, hitting his mace, trying to, like, hit the stuff into it. And as you make your way in, you see the man from the previous night, the leader of the city, Bernard Klaxon. He comes in, he's like, okay, great. Oh, you 3 are here. Excellent. Thought you might not show. Okay, big day. big day, very exciting. I'm sure you're all very excited. You only get to enter the Tournament of Fighters once. So, big day, very exciting, you know, big deal for you guys. Many of you probably dreamed about it your whole lives. Jada, looking at you, looking real excited. Anton, you're looking great. And the big guy's like, ugh. And then he looks at Hadak, and Daneth is like, you guys don't even really know what's happening, but that's okay. But yeah, we got a sold out, 60,000 seats, sold out. So, big crowd today. It's 8 a.m. But yeah, we're just really excited to put on this show. You know, last second edition, on my honor, you know, we had last second edition, so there is going to be a bye in round 1. I think nobody's going to complain if Anton takes a W on round 1 without fighting anybody, and everyone's like, yeah. Everyone in the room's like, that's fine. And he's like, okay, cool. Anton, you got a bye. And he's like, I want to fight someone. And it's like, no, Anton, you don't. It's a bye. You don't. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to go over the bracket, and then we're going to go over the rules, and then we're going to get started, because we got excited people out there for a day of fighting. Also, halftime show is local Railrodian school choir. So Kitty's going to come out, sing the Railrodian anthem. Going to be really good. So be sure to show some Railrodian pride. So he goes up and he reveals on this board the bracket. And Anton has a bye. There are these 2 guys that don't matter that are fighting. There's 2 other guys that don't matter that are fighting. I didn't name all of them. On my sheet they are Guy and Guy. And then in the top right bracket, we have Daneth v. Luca. And then in the bottom right, we have Jader v. Alenia. Oh, I guess 2 of those guys do matter because Anton got a bye. Anton was fighting a throwaway until I knew there were going to be 3 of you. We'll say the guy's name is Moritz. So that'll be Hadak v. Moritz in the top left of the bracket. Or bottom left, sorry. So, yes, that's what we've got. So basically, there is a chance... If Daneth and Jader both win their matches, they'll face off.
I would hope so.
And Hadak, if you win your match, Anton will fight the guy that wins the other match in that side of the bracket, and you'll fight Anton in the semis. So you're basically all in the quarterfinals, essentially.
Can I ask a sidebar question?
Uh-huh.
Will be considered a short rest if we would win and in between the matches?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good question. But you had a long rest last night as well, so you're all HP's back, you know, brinks, everything. And he says, okay, rules. Brinks obviously allowed. For those of you that know what that means, you know, that's good because you're gonna need it. For those of you that don't know what that means, good luck. And you're allowed 1 weapon. We will be checking you on entry and exit. You don't have to take one if you don't want, but I recommend it. Anton, looking at you, and he's like, ugh. And he's like, okay. So yeah, great. Any questions? The rounds go until they finish. We do not, there's no time limit, there's no rounds. It's just, you go in for your match, and you win either when the person surrenders or dies. Okay?
Oh, all right. I like these rules.
Oh, I bet. Okay, well, great. We're going to go ahead and get started. We'll open with the match between person that doesn't matters number 1 and person that doesn't matters number 2. And they go in, and these 2 people that don't matter go in, these throwaway characters, and they fight, and there's lots of cheering, and people are going nuts, and Bernard comes in, he's like, oh, things are going great. Their fight doesn't matter, but everyone's loving it. Oh, wait, we can do a prediction. We've never done a prediction before. Hang on. Oh, first of all, I have to choose the outcome from last night's. Will this bingo be sub 130? No.
That's a shame.
Nope.
Rats. Sorry, believers.
Who wins in Jader v. Daneth? We assume that they'll match up. Who wins in Jader v. Daneth? It sounds like a Supreme Court case.
No one knows Daneth's well, I guess chat knows. Never mind. I don't know.
Who wins in Jader v. Daneth? You have 5 minutes to predict. Get your points in, because I don't know. Oh, this is great. Okay. Excellent.
Sense of tension with a knife.
Truly. Oh, did I say yes and no?
I mean, I guess I'll be yes.
Let's run that back.
Let's try that again.
Who will win in Jader v. the United States of America? I almost did it again. Jader or Daneth? We've got red,
Yes.
we got pink on Daneth, and blue on Jader. Who's on first?
I'm predicting. I'm going all in on me.
If you didn't, you'd be a fool.
Wow.
Or you'd stack the odds. You could go all in on Daneth and then throw the fight.
Damn.
You know.
Your in-game character is throwing the fight so that your real-life person can win channel points.
Hey, you do what you gotta do.
Do
Okay,
it
so
for the pants.
that fight ends, and wow, there's a lot of points in.
Oh my gosh.
This many points
What's on
does
the
not
line?
usually get gambled in this stream. Oh my God, Dave's wife has put down all her points
man.
on him.
Well, now it's. Now there's actual stakes here. I'm gonna have to like.
You're sleeping on the couch if you
I
lose.
know.
You're sleeping on the
or
couch.
something if Goodness.
What are you gonna do?
You got to pull out the W. Okay, so that fight ends, and then the next fight's going to begin, which is Haddock v. Moritz. And Haddock, Moritz is this like thin guy that has a bow and nothing else. And he walks up to you and he's like, I'd like to have a fair fight today. And he reaches out his hand to shake your hand, and you sense no ill will. This is just like a stand-up dude.
He'll shake his hand.
Great. So you shake this dude's hand. This music is way too epic. Let's get some casual battle music.
I hope this plays out how I think it's gonna play out.
And you go out, and Bernard is about to send you out, and he's like, okay, great. So we're going to start on the blow of my whistle, and then it's, go at it, guys. Okay. Remember, you can surrender if you don't want to die. All right, bye-bye. And he sends the two of you out, and it's Haddock v. this Moritz guy, and the Moritz guy readies his bow, nocks an arrow, and sort of stretches a little bit, and nods at you. And then he's like, ladies and gentlemen, don't know why I'm doing this one in common, but I come this far. Yeah, not speaking the native tongue for no reason. This is Haddock from... Haddock, where are you from?
From Castash.
Haddock from Castash, foreign warrior. Everyone's like, oh. The local boy, Moritz. Moritz, where are you from? I'm from Railrodian City. I deliver papers. Okay, Paperboy. All right, Paperboy v. Big Castash guy. 3, 2, 1. He blows the whistle. Roll initiative, Haddock.
Yes, sir. Got a 16.
Okay. You're first.
All right. Like, exactly how meek does this guy look? All right. Like...
He can take a punch. He can take a punch.
Okay.
Also, what weapon did you bring in, by the way?
I brought in my mace.
Okay.
I feel like he's just gonna use his fist and do the thing where in a cartoon you like hit a guy and it goes all the way down to like.
I'm gonna infraggable crunk him.
You know?
Bonk.
Yes, Fu. Yes.
All right. I'm just gonna. He's got a bow. Okay. I'm gonna approach.
There's 30 feet between you two.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk forward, approach him.
Oh, you're walking up slowly?
Oh, everything's
Down
a JoJo
down
reference.
smash this man. Disgrace him.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna grab the mace. We are going to roll a 14. All bonuses considered. Does that hit?
Yes.
This meek man? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that is going to be, hold on. Where'd it go? There it goes. A 1d6 plus 3 for a total of 7 damage.
Okay. By the way, we started a little late. Is everybody cool to go like another half hour, 35 minutes or so? Okay, cool.
Should be okay. It's whatever at this point. I have like an hour and a half drive if I'm going home, so it's not like streaming is like
Gonna happen.
it's okay.
Okay, you did 7 damage, you said?
Mm-hmm.
How you swinging?
Just right for the torso. Straight.
And he's
left
like,
to right.
oh, hi, Cleo. He's like, oh!
He's really.
Oh my god, are you okay? Did I hurt you? I'm so sorry.
Das ist okay, das ist
Okay.
fine, it's...
Alright. Okay, it's your turn now.
People are cheering, they're not hearing what you're saying. And he backs up for you and incurs an attack of opportunity. So you can attack him if you'd like.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Just clunk him again.
So that's a 20
Oh no.
on this attack. So that activates my relentless something. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Paper Boy got printed. That's going to be in the papers tomorrow.
Apps is playing in the background.
I mean, if he's alive to deliver them.
That's,
That's a
he's wheeling down to the paper with like in a full body cast.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of the 2 attack die, I can do an additional. Gonna be that's gonna be a 3d6 plus 3.
Crits
Yeah.
are triple for you? That's cool.
Disgrace him.
For the half orc thing, yeah. So 1, 2, 3. For 13 damage.
Yikes. You, as he's backing up, like light on his feet, he's feeling good about this split step he just did. Split step, back up, just absolutely socked in the face. He falls backwards onto the ground. He's like, he gets completely lit up.
You can give up any time now. I do not want.
I want one solid hit.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
My wife is in the audience.
Hello,
And
wife.
you look up, and this gorgeous woman, beautiful woman, is standing there, and there are 2 other men fanning her. And she's like, "Hi, honey. You're doing great."
A very wealthy paper boy.
Who's that?
I'm great in the bedroom, and he pulls the bow, and he looses an arrow. Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah, that's my AC.
Okay. You take 8 damage.
Okay.
And an arrow like cuts through your side just a little bit. It's painful. And he's like, "Yes." It's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up to him and approach. I'm gonna put my mace. Look, man, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Look, man, I'm sorry. This will probably be your last chance to surrender.
He's like, "Yeah, I'll take it. I surrender." And they call the
captain.
They call the fight, and Bernard comes over and raises your hand, Hadak, and everybody cheers, and then they escort the both of you off, and they send Moritz to go get medical attention. And we'll go straight to the next fight. The next fight is going to be Daneth v.
Alright.
Alenia, or are you v. Luca?
I remember even hearing Luca.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're...
I'm against the other one.
Okay, you're v. Luca. So Luca's this guy with a mace as well, human male with a mace. The 2 of you go out. He announces to both of you, 3, 2, 1, go, and roll initiative.
Okay. I've got a 6.
Okay, he's first. He's really fast. He runs up at you and immediately swings at you with the mace. Bobby, what are the stats on your mace?
It is 1d6 plus 3.
And what's the attack bonus?
Should be plus 3.
Okay. Is that without proficiency? Well, so his strength is probably... Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a miss for sure. He whiffs, you dodge under, and he whiffs over your head. And it's your turn.
Okay, well, first of all, I swiftly dodge the attack. I'm just like, no, come on. Riling up the crowd.
Everyone's like, yeah! Let's go!
I just like, I no-sell the whole thing. Like, just an easy dodge, like it's nothing, all right? And then I pull out one sword, all right? And then I pull out the other sword, like this. I do like a little twirl. Okay.
And Bernard's like, we'll call it one weapon.
Well, I get to attack twice.
It's like,
I'm a ranger.
Next fight, just to be clear, the rules were one weapon, but that's okay.
All right, okay. Well, it's gonna be 2 attacks regardless. All right, so one attack is out. And this person, I'm assuming, is at melee range.
Yes.
And I am going to roll to attack.
This is the FGC tournament that everybody was waiting for.
The tournament arc, baby.
Oh,
All
there
right.
always is one. We just need to have a beach episode.
Every good anime, right?
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right.
You might as well roll your other attack while you're thinking about it as well.
Okay. The other one is a 22.
That also hits.
All right. So I roll 2 d6s for damage, and each one gets a +3. And that is a 5 and a 3 for 8, and then you add in 6 for 14 damage.
Great. You slice him up, and he backs off a little bit from the slices. You said 8 damage or 14?
14 damage total.
Okay. And then he, Oh, I had a brink idea for him, and I didn't write it down. Oh, I remember what it was. He says favorite pull, and then brink energy solidifies around him, and he throws his mace at you.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit you?
It does.
Okay. What was the roll on the mace, Bobby?
The roll on the mace, one for the damage,
Or what's the damage roll?
1d6 plus 3.
Okay. Great. You take 6 damage. It hits you, and then it spins around and starts coming back. And it hits you again for another 6 damage. And then it comes right back to his hand, and he catches it.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
I'm just doing math on the hit points. Okay. All right. So is he still within melee range?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I could still technically use a bow and melee. Oh, I guess.
You're only allowed
Yeah,
one
I'll
weapon,
have one
homie.
weapon. Yeah,
Keeps
yeah.
pulling out weapons.
Also, at any
Hiding that in your
time,
boot.
I guess I'm stuck with that.
Varel and Elion, at any time you can, if you want to do something, you just let me know.
Sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to use a level 1 spell, Hunter's Mark. I also got that as well. I'm going to place Hunter's Mark on it. That's like
Yeah, I know what it
bonus
is.
action, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
And then I am going to attack again.
Sure.
So let's see. Well, and I grimace a little bit at that hit and all that, but I try to stand up. Like
Right.
it's not affecting me. So I'm gonna roll 2 hits again. I got an 18. Okay,
Hit.
so an 18. That's the base one, and then I'm just adding it. So it's like 7 plus 6. So that's 13 for the second one.
Okay, the second one misses.
All right. And then, so the one that does hit is going to be a d6, which is a 6 plus 3, 9. And then with Hunter's Mark, it's an additional 1d6, right, on the attack. And that is a 4. That will be 13 total damage.
Okay. You slice, 13 damage, bada bing, bada boom.
And I ask, how much longer are we going to have to do this?
And he says, why aren't you using your brink? You're insulting me.
I have bigger fish to fry.
And he believes you. And he's like, all right, yeah, I'm going to call it then. And he surrenders. He surrenders and he's like, I think you're a lot stronger than you're letting on.
And then, I just, egg on the crowd, let it come in.
Everyone's applauding. Everyone's they're eating it up. This foreign dwarf is wrecking it.
The hair.
Yeah. So that you go in, and now it's Alenia v. Daneth. Jader. Jader, you are, this is it, baby. This is it.
Let's go.
Hometown hero.
I'm pumped.
And it's this female elf that walks out with you, and she's just holding a knife. And she's spinning it in her fingers. And he says, Alenia v. Jada, and go! Or he blows the whistle or whatever. Roll initiative.
17.
Okay. You're first.
All right, I'm holding my longsword one-handed. And I'm going to get in within swinging range of my longsword.
Sure.
And I'm also going to use extra attack.
Yeah.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay, does a... Ooh, that's a nat. I get improved critical on a 19 or 20. I got an 18.
Sweet. So the first one's a normal attack and the second one's a crit?
Yes.
Okay. So roll damage on the first one. Oh my god, Amanda.
Oh, I'm not even gonna look what she's... I'm not even looking. The first one is a 6.
That's the roll, or that's total?
That was for the first swing of my sword damage.
Okay.
And then what am I doing for...
You double the dice, but the same normal modifier. So if your longsword is 1d6, you'll roll 2d6, but add the normal number afterwards.
Okay. I did 21 damage on the second one.
Woo! Oh my god.
Yes.
Whoa.
You slice, and she dies. On the spot, she is
Wow, we
killed.
didn't see what she had in store with her knife.
Fuck!
She is killed on the spot.
Shader, no mercy. Wow.
Jesus Christ. Dude.
Just remember that, damn it. I live for this moment.
God
Holy
damn.
shit!
Actually, I feel kind of bad. But...
Holy shit!
Them's the rules. Them's the rules.
Killed a woman.
You don't enter unless you're willing to die.
Look, we know nothing about her. She's dead.
She looks almost helpless. She just has a little knife. Like,
Are you happy, Amanda? He used the long sword.
Are you happy?
I used it pretty proficiently too, might I add.
And the crowd's silent for a second, and everyone's like, and then everyone goes wild. Everyone's like, ah! It's like not even 9 a.m. by this point, and ale is going everywhere. Like, people are going nuts. Oh my god, my cheeks hurt. My cheeks hurt.
I
Great.
wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I.
yeah.
Great. Cool. Well, you go inside, and now it's time for Anton v. Throwaway Guy number 1 that won the thing. By the way, everybody, you get a short rest, so spend the hit dice you want, regain whatever that you are able to during a short rest, but the 3 of you gain short rest. And only Elion and Ver will see this. Anton goes out, and the crowd goes nuts. They love this guy. And he's huge, just this buff dude with short blonde hair. Like, enormous. He's like 6'4", like 250, maybe 270. He's huge, and it's all muscle. And he stands there, no shirt, he's flexing, he's like, yeah. And this guy goes out, he looks fine, you know, he's got a long sword and a shield just like Jader, and the crowd's going nuts. The fight begins, and Anton runs up and rips this dude in half, and then just like throws his 2 parts to the ground and is like, duh! And the crowd is like, yeah! Let's go, Anton! Let's go, Anton! Like, a bunch of dudes stand up in the 5th row, and they've got A-N-T-O-N, like, spelled out on their shirts. They're like, let's go! And he points up at them, and he's like, ah! And then Anton goes inside. And guy number 1 is unfortunately deceased.
Just like Elf Girl.
Yes, just killed like that. So that's your opponent next round, Hadak.
Sick.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll do Jader v. Daneth.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Fight of the
here it
century.
goes.
Oh
If you guys
boy.
don't make out by the end of the match, I'm disappointed.
So will the audience.
I would like to add a thing. Well,
Yeah.
you know, as you know, we know this fight is coming, so I'm in the audience waiting for the fight to start, and I have my guitar out and I'm playing.
You're gonna charm all the audience.
I'm going to perform an enthralling performance. Yes. So as long as I'm performing,
the ushers are coming up to you and they're like, sir.
I'm sorry. Is there something wrong? I'm just.
You can keep going.
playing a
You
nice
got
tune.
time.
Yeah. So for a minute, if I'm playing for a minute, I can attempt to inspire wonder in my audience. And at the end of the performance, I can choose 6 folks, and those 6 folks have to do a wisdom saving throw against my spell save.
They all
See?
fail.
They all fail.
They're drunk and impressionable.
Fantastic. So after having charmed them all, they think glowingly of me. I use that influence, and whenever the fight starts, I will use it.
Sure.
But I'll keep it to myself for now.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I have
Excited.
a feeling, but I don't know, so I'm intrigued. Jader and Daneth go out, and the crowd loves these 2 guys.
Yeah.
Everybody's applauding. Everybody's like, yes. Jader, Daneth.
Yeah, I'm just waving and saying like.
Bernard asks if the 2 of you want to exchange any words or a handshake or anything before you begin.
Yeah, I go in for a handshake, and then I use the toughest grip I possibly can during the handshake.
Jader, do you
I
accept
have
the
it all in
handshake?
I also accept the handshake and stare him in the eye. I feel his tight grip, and I grip back.
Oh my god.
It's-
Whoa. That's going to be an iwi for me.
That's
It's
going to be
a-
an Iwi from me.
It's a I'm firmly grasping.
Okay.
So,
Okay. We got it.
So much tension, dude.
Oh my god.
as this
Jesus
fight is
Christ,
starting, I turn to the adoring fans that I've created, and I basically just tell them, this fight is going to be really, really fun if we do this. And I just start chanting, go Daneth, go Daneth,
Yes.
hoping to rile up the audience as much as I possibly
Those 6 people start chanting it, and then, like, before you know it, like, everyone in your section. Not the whole thing. There's people on the other side chanting for Jader because they want the hometown hero. But this whole section you're in, this, like, you know, general admissions section, is chanting for Daneth. Go Daneth! Go Daneth! And you've got an opposing chant on the other side. Jader! Jader!
Boo, you stink!
The 2 of you separate, walks, you know, some paces, turn 30 feet from each other, and Bernard Klaxon is like, also, we've never had PvP on Speedrunners and Dragons before. It's very fun.
True.
Bernard's like, in 3, 2, 1, and he blows his whistle. And the fight is on. Both of you need to roll new initiative.
Okay.
Oh wow, I don't have to do anything.
What you adef is
Are you
like
kidding
3,
me?
2, 1. We're gonna switch back to L in the forest. What are you doing this morning?
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay, Daneth, what'd you get?
I got a. Oh, it's gonna be above that, but
If you even do a nat 20.
it's 21. It's an 18 plus 3.
Okay. Foo, we'll do it before the grand finale, but
No, I don't. I just meant that as a joke. No,
Okay.
I'm like sleeping in a tree. You know, don't worry about me.
there's too much shit. I'm too
Yeah,
excited.
I don't care. No, please, fuck. This is more fun.
Well, that's because you don't know what's in the cave yet. Okay, so Daneth, your move, baby. Also, just so you know, like,
We're not gonna, like, we can't actually kill each other, can we?
well, you can, like, that, you know, this is D&D. You can do whatever you want. The rest of the party probably won't like you. But you can certainly kill each other. But, you know, there are death saves for you guys.
Just so I know, for my reference, Daneth, how many hit points do you have?
Little gentleman's agreement
Yeah,
to share.
just so I know.
I have 43.
Okay, I have 45.
Okay.
So I will say, if you kill them, quote unquote, they won't die because they'll fall unconscious and then get, you know, medics will take care of you because you have death saves and you can be saved instantly by people with healing power. So you won't die, you'll just like fall unconscious. Now, that being said, if somebody manages to deal an amount of damage that is equal to that of your health when you're that low, you will die permanently.
Okay.
And you can
I don't
also
think
surrender.
anybody's
If you want.
I don't think anybody's dealt 45 yet, but you know.
Well, that's because Gouger's not here, but
True.
okay. All right, Daneth, it's all you.
All right. Well, having seen, well, I'm not going to use this because I messed up my spell 2 slot with something else. So I'll say that for next time. I think it'd be really cool to use that spell here, but I think that would be a little bit too much. So.
And I'm beckoning on Daneth. I'm saying, bring it.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask for a DM call here. Since I messed up a level 3 spell slot for a level 2, because I just wasn't paying attention, I did go through during our break and picked a level 2 spell for that slot.
Yeah, it's
And
fine.
I'll leave it
It's
up
fine.
to you if it's okay to.
That's
use it.
fine.
Okay. So, how big is this arena that we're sitting in? Like just the active fighting space.
100-foot radius.
Okay. All right. Well, first things first, I am going to cast Silence right on top of where Jader is. So Silence prevents you from saying anything.
Oh wait, that's
20-foot
really
radius.
that's really smart actually. That's really
Brilliant.
wow. That's like oh my god, that's the meta, dude. This is the counter to Brink. Oh
Freaking
no.
brilliant.
Oh no. I have to
Oh.
come up with something for that.
So I'm casting Silence over there, and in that vicinity, are we allowed to change weapons between rounds?
Yeah, but you can only use one.
I'm only going to use the bow.
Okay.
I'm gonna
The
use
other
bow.
one.
So I cast Silence in that area. So that vicinity, there's a 20-foot radius. I'm not sure if Jader would know what the radius is, but for everybody else, it's a 20-foot radius where.
Does it move with him?
Let me see.
I don't think so.
I have silence too. No, it doesn't. You just have to pick a point in space.
Yeah, so it's got to be that. So he can't get out of it, but is he going to know the
It's fair.
radius of effect?
Fair.
Like, will he just magically know to go 30 feet away? We're going to have a turn in confusion. Okay. Anyway, I don't know, as much as we have our friendly rivalry going on, I do not want to damage Jader too much. So I am going to take out my bow, Alion, and I'm going to roll for the 2 hits, 2 arrows.
Word. One thing I will say is the turns have to go just a little bit faster than this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
so
okay.
sorry.
Pre-plan gamers, just in advance for all of our combat, because with 6 people and with this much going on, unfortunately, there's just a lot to cover.
Yeah. So the first one is a 17. Second one is a 16.
Both of those hit Jader.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, then I'm rolling damage. And
Oh
I've
wait,
got-
wait. Yeah. Isn't silence caused required an action to cast? No.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Spells typically do.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay, fine.
It'll-
We'll skip my
Well,
attacks
one of
then.
them hits.
No, because it's a multi-attack that's prompted by attacking as an
An
action.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I'll just skip the attack turn.
Okay, great. So Jader, it's
So-
your turn.
Well, I brought my longsword, again holding it one-handed. I'm going to get close within melee range, so I don't know if I know, but I'm not planning on using my brink anyways. I am gonna try and hit him twice with my longsword. And
Are you
first
holding
one-
one-handed because you have a shield?
I'm holding one-handed because it lets me roll a d10.
You mean two-handed?
Two-handed. I'm sorry. Did
Okay.
I say one-handed?
Yeah.
I meant two-handed. Sorry.
Okay.
First one does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, so I hit you with 8 damage.
Just a true stroke along your side, and you take 8 damage.
I try to speak. Can I speak?
You can
now?
speak
Like-
now, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, how? I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and stare him in the eyes.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
I'm gonna stay
Right in
really
his
close
face?
because he has the bow. Yeah.
Daneth, it's your
Okay.
turn.
All right. Well, staying close doesn't mean I can't use my bow. So
It's true.
I'm just gonna fire 2 quick shots back to see if we could put a dent in him at all. And all right, I got 21 and 19 for the
Both
2
hit.
dice,
Both hit.
and I've got a 4 and a 7 for 11.
17.
Plus 6. Wait.
17 damage total. 4 plus 3, 7 plus
Yeah,
3 is
yeah,
10
yeah.
plus 7.
Yep. There
Sweet.
we go. Okay. Thank you for doing the math faster.
Yeah.
So that's the damage there.
You take 17 damage, Jader. He's right in your face, just 2 arrows.
Damn.
Two can play at this game. I am going to. Well, since I'm already cut, I am going to use my brink.
Oh, he's
here.
doing it, baby.
All right.
I'm using my brink, which is fine, excavate, and I am going to make
Yeah, what depth, what width?
just big enough to fit Daneth. Not I don't want to get sucked up in the hole either.
Okay, you can do
It can be
You
up
could
to
do
5 feet in radius.
you could do like a 1 foot. Let's do it. You could do a 2 foot radius, 10 feet deep, and he'll fall 10 feet in like a tiny cylinder.
That's what I'm thinking, man. Daneth's a little bit short. Yeah, I'm gonna make a 10-foot hole that Daneth falls in.
Okay, Daneth, you must make a DC 16 strength saving throw.
Okay. So I have to like beat 16.
16 or better.
Okay. Well, I got exactly 16.
Okay, I believe you succeed because it's the same rules as armor class.
Well, Ty goes to the attacker. That would
Yeah.
be Jader, no?
Oh, I guess if that is our rationale, then yes. But I want to see how. I want to actually check on DCs because I should be across the board the same on saving throws.
Real-time rule lookup. Let's go. Edge case. This mental image is so hilarious. The tiny hole.
You succeed. You succeed.
I succeed or
Daneth succeeds.
Daneth succeeds.
okay.
So on attacking, equal the armor class or higher. On saving throws, equal this DC or higher succeeds.
Okay.
So you take. I can roll it. 2 plus 3, 13 divided by 2, round up. is 7. No, we'd run down 6. So you take 6 damage, and you do not fall prone, but you do fall into the hole.
Okay, so I'm at the bottom of the hole.
Yeah, and
I'm
you took 6 damage.
also going to use my extra attack.
Well,
Yeah,
the
just-
extra attack only takes effect if you attack, I believe.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use then my
The bonus action?
my bonus action,
Yeah.
which is action surge, and so I'm gonna poke my sword down the hole.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
That's my armor class.
So
I
it
guess,
does
yes.
hit, yes.
Yep.
Oh my god, you're
Okay.
braining him.
For 10 more hits of damage.
All right.
Daneth. So you're at the bottom of a hole, which would require full movement speed basically to get out of because you're climbing. Or,
Uh,
we could...
DM, can I
No.
ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
What do you think is the extent of a shadow's ability to interact with people, considering it can do damage by interacting with their shadow?
Can it strangle them? Isn't that like...
Yeah, it can.
So what are you asking?
Can it just, like,
Push?
do things that aren't attacking and strangling?
I think it depends.
Just, like, physical touching.
I think it can make an attempt at things.
Okay. I'm gonna detach my shadow. I whisper under my breath from the stands, "Liberation of shadow," and my shadow slowly crawls. Are they within 60 feet of me?
No.
They're not?
Wait, well, I said you're in like the 3rd row. Isn't that what I said?
You said in the front row.
VIP seating.
Yeah, they're within 60 feet. Yeah.
Oh, yes. All right, perfect.
Oh god.
So.
Wait, no,
my
I said
shadow-
100-foot radius, didn't I? I said 100-foot
Yeah.
radius. Yeah, no, they're
Well, it
not.
depends on where they are.
They're not. They're in the center.
Okay. Never mind.
I'm sorry, Danny.
okay.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
sit, I'll sit in the stands quietly.
Yeah, I know. I was very curious to see where.
I
that
think
was
he's gonna push Jader into the hole, if I'm not mistaken.
I was gonna push Jader into the hole.
I kind of want to let it slide, but it's just I can't. Okay, well
How
that's
you feeling down there, Daneth?
Well, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, Jader, but I've got some blood on my arms, some wounds coming in, and it is time.
Yes.
Here we go. Here we
Let's
go.
go.
Call upon indomitable vanity.
Oh, boy.
Okay, Jader or Daneth, half the crowd is loving you right now.
And that's 30,000 people.
Yeah, I would
They
say
can't see him right now.
I would say I think your movement speed is now 60. And I think your strength modifier is going to double. So that
God.
Your sword attacks bonus will go up by whatever your strength modifier is again. Or I guess you're using your bow, so your dexterity and your strengths modifiers will both double. And you can disengage
What
as
about
a...
my armor class?
Oh, right. Your armor class becomes 20.
Dang.
This is a lot of people. And you begin to glow silver. And your hair turns silver and starts to stand up a little bit.
Is this some Ultra Instinct shit going on?
So can I like burst out of the hole?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I just burst out of the hole.
You can jump into the air and
then,
fire a shot from midair even.
Yeah. So I'm bursting out of the hole. The crowd's loving it, I'm gonna assume, as I come in, and then Breath of the Wild style, I get up my bow and prep 2 attacks down.
So if your dex
And-
bonus is +2 and your bow is +5 or whatever, because your proficiency bonus is now +3, Do you nat 20?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
my
Oh my god!
I might be dead.
You about to cast Liberation of Life instead of Liberation of... Liberation of this mortal coil! God damn!
I'm saying a final.
Boyhood dream away from him.
my face hurts. Oh my goodness.
Roll the goddamn dice.
I'm sorry, dude.
I bring out the best in Daneth. Let it be known. If I die, let it be known.
You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die.
So I roll. Do I roll 2 dice for the first one? I got
Roll
some
roll
one.
2 dice, and then what's the damage? I always forget. This is why I'm not a player.
It's 8s or 1d8 plus 3, but now it's plus 6 each.
You add your ability modifier. Okay, so you'll double the dice, and then you also double the damage bonus because your strength and dexterity are doubled right now, but not the hunter's mark. You don't double the hunter's mark damage.
Okay, how many dice do I roll?
Okay, what is your? I can do this. What is your? What is the die that you roll typically for your longbow?
I roll a d8.
Okay, and what is the typical bonus?
It's a typical plus 3.
Okay,
Dexterity
so it's
bonus.
2 d8s plus 6 plus 1d6. I'm just going to do that right now. 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 6 is 15, plus a d6. I got 2. What did I say just now? 15?
17
17 total damage on the first shot.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
on the first shot.
Yeah. So, Jader, what health are you currently at?
I am not looking good. What was that? What was it total?
17.
17.
And what rolls do you get for this second shot?
Half of that.
Presumably,
Unless he hits
like half that.
We can roll the dice, see what happens.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Daneth, you can see that he's quite injured.
Yeah, okay, no, I have an idea. So I rolled a hit that. I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Yeah, that
plus
hits.
6 to 24, but I don't aim it at Dan or at Jader. I aim it at his, like, right in front of him, and it landed there.
And Jader,
I'm
it's
just-
clear to you he missed that on purpose.
Absolutely.
And that's what it says. And then
You land.
I land.
And then, like,
Superhero pose
Red
style.
comes off of your body like anime sparkles.
Yes. The crowd is going nuts, dude.
And that's my turn.
Jader, what's your plan here?
My plan is I gently lay down my sword
Oh, what a gesture.
Wow.
and
And I kiss him on the lips.
I take off my shirt. No. I look Daneth in the eye and say, "You've won my respect this day. I concede."
I go up to Jader, and I lift my hand to pick him back up. And I'm not gripping it hard. Just a regular. I'm not doing like the don't read into that way. Oh my god. I'm not doing the test of strength. I'm getting it up,
Yeah.
and I very.
Stop! Stop while you're ahead.
Ooh, it's hot in here. This is fanfic material here, man.
He's getting it up, baby. He's getting it
This all
up.
happened right after he burst out of the hole. I'd like to bring that to your attention.
And my long sword, I was poking him with my long sword.
Anyway, so I tell to Jader, nobody else hears this. This is just to Jader, and I say, unironically, like just like
Yeah.
your break was pretty cool. Okay, and then that's it. Then
I'm
I
bleeding
go
for
away.
profusely
Yeah,
at this point, so-
Bernard calls the match. He calls the match, and Daneth is victorious, the crowd goes wild, but then he points at Jader as well, and the crowd loves Jader. They're all about Jader, so
Unfortunately, that was stacked against Jader there with that.
they loved this fight, but I'm afraid the prediction, who will win in Jader v. Daneth? It's Daneth.
Oh my god.
I lost them all, man.
I wagered 15,000 on Daneth.
Did you really?
In it.
Total were in there.
Let's see. There were 40,000 points voted on Daneth and, 78,000 on Daneth and 66,000 on Jader. The odds were 1 to 1.84, so the biggest bettor, Athenriel, voted 40,000 on Daneth and is walking home with like 60-something thousand points total.
People were paying attention when Dangers did.
That was totally an anime episode, though. Like,
Totally.
I hit you with my brink, and then you like activate your brink. And
What better place than a Coliseum for that, too?
Okay, do we have time? There's 2 more fights and a little bit with Fu, and we'll cliffhang with Fu as well, if that's okay with everybody.
Yep.
Okay, because
I
we're
run to a lake and I'm gonna sit there and look around.
there's some cool shit still to come. Okay, we're gonna say that for the semifinals, which is Hadak v. Anton, right? Isn't that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hadak v. Anton and is the last semifinal. We'll do that now, and then before the final, they're giving everyone like a long rest, and we'll cut to Fu in that moment. So we're gonna do Hadak v. Anton. Hadak, what weapon are you bringing?
Bring him a mice.
Okay. And Anton is imposing. He's not that much bigger than you. You're a pretty big guy. But he's imposing.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
I have me a 2.
Okay, he wins that.
Yeah.
It is Anton's turn.
Before the fight begins, may I?
Yeah.
I would like to grant Bardic Inspiration upon Hadak.
Sure.
Ooh.
So you have a D8 that you can use for an ability check, an attack roll, a saving throw, or a healing spell.
I am inspired.
Feel inspired.
And it must be before the fact. You can't use it ex post facto.
You can roll and you can see, like, or no, wait, how does it work?
I think you have to use it before the roll, no?
Before the hit or miss announcement.
Yeah.
So you can roll and you can be like, oh, shit.
Okay.
And then you can use the Bardic Inspiration die if you want.
Cool.
But as soon as you say it hits or misses, it's done.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. It's Anton's turn. And he runs up to you and just swings at you. He didn't bring a weapon. He's brought nothing.
Oh, sick.
Does a... What's his strength modifier? Does a 17 hit you?
No.
Okay. He... And just whiffs right past you. It's just like a quick right jab, and it misses you. He attacks again. That's a miss as well. Just quick right, left, and you dodge both. It's your turn.
So he's like right next to me, so I'm just gonna put my hands on his shoulders like,
You didn't want to do that, buddy.
and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds. And I'm going to roll the die and add the modifier for a 23 hit.
Yes.
All right, he's gonna take 3d10 necrotic damage.
Oh shit.
For a 24.
Dude's just rotting now.
He's like... It's just like his body's like pulsating. He's in so much pain. How much? 24?
24 necrotic damage.
Yikes. That's a lot of damage. It's an ton of damage. Yes, nice. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Great. He's presumably bleeding from that, right? Necrotic. He's like rotting a little bit.
Well, Rod, no, maybe not necessarily.
All right. Well, then he punches himself in the chest super hard, and he starts to bleed, and he yells, "Kraftraum," which is German for weight room, and he just like. You feel a different energy from him, obviously, from his brink, and then he just like flexes, and then like an insane amount of energy comes out of him right after the flex, and then he punches at you, and it's like the jab is lightning fast. Does a 20 hit you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. No, where's the thing? Did I really not put that in? Can somebody tell me what their... Oh, I found it. Okay. You take 21 damage.
Mother of...
Wow.
Just-
Okay.
He punches you, and you, like, your feet push into the ground, and, like, anime style, like, cracks form in the ground, and dust appears. And he's gonna attack again.
Oh.
That's a miss. And as he punches past you the second time, you feel the air compress and uncompress by your ear, and it's like, whoosh, like a shockwave happens after his punch. And it's your turn.
Okay. Alright. You're pretty good.
Oh.
Alright, let's go through this a little bit quickly. So I need to remedy that real quick. So I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at a 3rd spell level, so I get a 3d8 plus 7. So I'll
Damn.
do that.
Oh.
For 25, so yeah, I'll just gain that full back. For bonus action, I will spiritual weapon again. It's a spell, not an actual weapon. So yeah, it's gonna move. Well, I'm assuming he's still like
He's
right in front of me,
next
right?
to you, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna swing at him for a spell attack. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Cool. 1d8 plus 2 for 5 damage.
Okay.
So that
He's,
All right, yeah,
he's
that's-
looking a little rough. He's looking a little rough. He's a little beat up. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Great. This time he just goes... He, like, flexes again, and then he just powers up. Like, clearly there's some connection here, and, like, his blood starts pumping so fast, his muscles become enormous, and the air around him starts to move, and, like, dust is lifting off the ground, and then he goes for an uppercut into your chest. That's a hit for sure.
Uh-oh.
28 damage.
Holy.
Okay.
He punches you and you lift off the ground like 10 feet and land back down. And then as soon as you look away, or, right when you land, he's back in your face again.
Oh my God,
That's
my God.
another hit.
Oh my God.
Take 25.
Or okay.
So another, the second attack is 25.
Well, I'm not looking great.
And this is a left hook, and so it crashes into your jaw, and like the second it contacts you, you're immediately on the ground, and it leaves like a body imprint in the ground, and you bounce up and then fall back. It's either you or Daneth. It's either you or Daneth. Someone's got to fight this guy.
Is that his turn?
That's his turn.
All right, cool. Because the doc's pissed. He's looking pretty bloodied up, so I guess this might be.
Let's do it.
I guess this might be time. Let's see if we can't roll the die here.
Wait,
but
hang
now-
on. Before you do this, I just want to. Can you survive using your brink right now?
I could survive using this brink right now.
Okay, sure. Because you will take damage.
I will take damage.
Okay, all right. I don't want to.
Alright though.
Okay.
For I will bring forth my brink for the very first time this campaign, and I shall utter the words forth.
Erupting provocation.
Oh, that sounded really cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
And yeah, my blood begins to, well, since I'm bloodied, it slowly takes a leak crimson exoskeleton, and whenever I do get damaged, I start to bite in all of that energy for 5 turns until until I can pretty much release
Or
that energy
if you
whenever I want.
die.
Or I die. Let's see.
So yeah, his blood begins to crawl around his body into like veins on the outside, and it's like pulsating this crimson red, like he said, exoskeleton almost around him. And it's his turn. He's attacking.
Wait,
okay. I'm sorry.
I have bonus action.
Okay.
Can I get a bonus action?
Yes.
Please, sir.
I would like to not die. That's it. At the second spell level, I'm going to cast Healing Word. That's a 2d4 plus 6 restoration to me.
I'm so scared for you right now.
I'm fighting for my life.
Oh my god. All right, is that it?
I gain.
You could use Bardic Inspiration here.
Then I will use Bardic Inspiration.
+8 to the heal, right?
Yeah.
Plus a D8.
Plus
A
a D8.
That's okay. That'll be about a 15 then.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So a little bit. It's fine.
Can I from the stands do anything?
If you have something to do.
Doc won't let you. You let Doc deal with his own shit on his own.
Okay. All right. Here comes Anton, the German tank, the Panzer. All right. The first one misses. Second one hits. Take 28 damage.
All right, cool.
Are you standing?
I am standing
Okay.
How much?
Ow!
How much HP do you have?
because of a trait that I have called Relentless Endurance. When I'm reduced to 0 HP but not killed, I can drop to HP instead once per long rest.
Okay. That actually complements your brink so well.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's actually so sick, Bobby. If someone hits you for like 200 HP or something, well, I guess if it kills you instantly, you can't do it. But you could. Wait, that's sick. Okay, I love that. Great. It's your turn. I think there's really only one thing to do.
So Doc is pissed.
Seems to be the common theme.
And with all of this energy stored up within him, he is going to one fatal charge, hopefully fatal charge, but to the other person, at Anton. He's going to release the energy and all of the damage stored within his exoskeleton. With this level 1 brink, it's going to do half the amount of damage. So he's going to take what?
We'll round
14?
up 13. We'll round up because you
13?
took 25, right? Wasn't that what it was?
It was 28.
It was 28. All right, 14.
Yeah,
Thank you,
14.
Danny. He's not dead.
Well, good.
Well, so I'll explain what happens first. The blood on Bobby, it goes faster and it's thicker as he gets hit, and then he releases it. He beats his chest and lets out a war cry. Bobby, can I hear just like a... Yes. And the blood explodes, like a genuine explosion. And anyone within a 10-foot radius gets pushed back, and this guy gets thrown. And he puts his hand down and slides to a halt. And he walks up to you, and he grabs you.
Wait!
How are you not done? What?
I had the bonus actions. No, you didn't. No, never mind. It was him that attacked me, right?
Yes. That was
Okay.
the attack.
No, it was him that attacked me. It
Oh,
was
no.
my turn. Hold on. I still
Yes,
have
yes.
spiritual weapon. I can still swing at this guy.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to try.
Oh my
For a
God.
19.
That's a hit.
Oh, come on.
1d8 plus 2 for 7 damage.
Yay!
Oh my.
That's exactly how much health he has.
Oh my God.
That's fucking go.
and
Holy fuck!
the the crowd is aghast. They cannot believe that the great Anton has been defeated. And, like, Anton's brink is fucked. And this man is lying unconscious on the ground, bleeding out of his face from that last hit. And Bernard comes up and raises your hand, and the crowd gives a standing ovation. I'm gonna be honest, I really did not think Kadak was gonna enter the tournament. I thought it was gonna be just Jader and Daneth, and I was like, oh, Daneth's brink counters Anton's brink really nicely, and I think Jader's actually does too. But this was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That was nuts. How much HP do you have? What's your max HP?
I am at 49.
Okay. Well, so the both of you are gonna get a long rest, and we're gonna cut to L for a second. And I guess we'll probably resolve the grand finals next episode. L.
I'm just doing I woke up. I don't know. Had a little food.
Yeah.
I still have a bird.
So you go to the
rise and shine.
You go to the Enness Lake, I assume. You know, making your way to the Enness Lake, and you're at the sort of southern shore a little bit, like southwestern shore. And there are like old boats, but they all sort of like part away. And it's morning. The sun is kind of hidden in the clouds a little bit.
Do the boats move when I get there?
Yeah, they move out of your way, and the water starts to pulsate a little bit. This clear, blue, soft, still water begins to move. And then this massive sea creature, which you'd only heard rumors about from the animal folk, arises and slithers out, and it is this, oh, it's in here somewhere. It is this red sea serpent with huge antlers and moth's wings. And it flies out of the water and flies around and then flutters down to you and lands on the shore and looks at you, and it has 12 eyes. And they all blink slowly and then look at you, and then it turns its head and lowers its neck for you to get on.
Great. Okay.
And this is you're pretty sure this is the lake spirit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I trust the spirit.
Great. So
I'll try to get on without hurting it.
Sure.
Be like, nice to meet you.
And it goes into the water quickly, but you somehow can breathe.
Okay.
And I know you don't like water, but
she'll build it. It's just a home area.
and it's slithering down, and then it comes up in the center of the lake, and suddenly it's nighttime. There's moonlight, and you're like not at the lake anymore. You're in a endless body of water. And there's a cave, and it slithers up to the cave and lets you off. And then it perches down and flies up a little bit and begins flying towards the moon, and it sort of idles, waiting for you.
Cool. Just gonna give it a little bow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not here to disturb. All right. Let's. Anything interesting to notice about the cave?
On the mouth, not really.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and venture in.
And it's like a mouth of a cave that looks like it goes down, like into the water. As in, like, the body of the cave is beneath the surface.
Oh, okay, sure.
So it's like a doorway almost.
Okay.
So you go into the cave, and there are stairs etched in stone. And as you walk down, you begin to, the moonlight disappears, and it's crystals that are like lighting up on the walls. And it's mesmerizing. These light blues and bright reds and flowing pinks sort of color the walls of this cave entrance. And it's just, you feel warm. And you begin to feel calm brink energy sort of enveloping your body.
Calm?
Calm. Very separate from the brink you felt at the mound, which was like untamed almost. Here it's like this calm flow. And you reach the base of the cave, and it's this massive expanse, all these giant crystals. And you look towards the center, and there is like a small stone, there's stone seats. and sitting at one of them is Steven smoking a cigarette.
Okay.
And he takes a puff and looks at you and he says, "Where's everybody else?" And that's where we'll end
Okay.
episode
All
4
right.
of
Oh my
campaign
God,
2.
If we could have split up at any point, this is the perfect place to split up based on character and what interests me personally. So perfect.
What an
Good
episode. What an episode.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wowee.
Just- wow.
that worked out really well. Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to beat Haddock. That's too OP.
Yeah.
Daneth,
Like you thought the battle between Jader and Daneth was like it. We were like, man, we hit such a peak, and then the next one, you're like, how? Great.
Some Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament Kogoro shit.
I was
Right?
like, peace out, you guys. I'm gonna go in the jungle.
Right? Yeah.
yeah, Daneth, I think you're forgetting that 60,000 people are now rooting for you. So, could turn the tide, but Haddock also is just a sponge.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, go home, talk to your fight managers, and prep for 2 weeks from now. We'll do quick plugs and then we'll get everybody out of here. We'll start with Dangers.
That's me. All right. Hi, I'm Dangers, twitch.tv/Dangers. I speedrun Mario games.
Nice, Danny B.
What's up? I'm Danny. Working on Majora's Mask speedruns. Kind of new to me. My plan is to try to do a marathon of all the 3D Zelda glitchless runs sometime in the semi-near future. So, working on it. Majora's Mask is next.
Nice. Kung Fu Fruit Cup.
Hi. Yep, that's my name everywhere. Hi, cool. I do videos. I just Beat Saber, adventure games, RPGs, and I have a hotfix show on Saturday.
Nice.
Really
Bobby.
Hi, I also do hotfix shows, Super Boss Brothers every other Friday. I also play Mega Man games and Castlevania. It's me.
Nice. Fant.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Fant_TV. I do a lot of randomizers and recently speedrun content as well. Look forward to Link to the Past major glitches coming here
Spicy.
very soon.
DGR Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave, and recently I've just been playing a little bit of everything, so yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Nice. We'll be back in 2 weeks, I think. Presumably, for our first, like, on-time show in a while, because we're all busy gamer guys and gals. But yes, we'll be back in 2 weeks, regular time. I have hotfix this Friday as well. But my big thing is, I'm doing a lot of bingo. I'm in the bingo tournament. I won round 1, so we're good there. But tomorrow I'm doing a huge stream. For those of you in my chat, I've been talking about it. I'm doing a Pokemon randomizer stream where gamers can send subs and bits to add Pokemon to the total I have to catch. So presumably the stream could be anywhere between 2 and 12 hours long tomorrow. So,
Dang.
so show up. It's going to be a long, comfy day. So yeah, that's me. I'm going to stop the YouTube recording. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for your continued support. We love to see you guys. Your comments are great. If you have any suggestions or things you like or dislike about the show, please do let us know. Genuinely, things that show up on the YouTube comments, we see those, we look at those, and tell your friends to sub to the YouTube, youtube.com/speedrunnersdragons. Come watch us live sometime. Thank you so much for watching.